Hello, 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 hello. I currently don't have on my headphones, but this is no big deal. I was just turning on my fan so that I may stream for a little bit longer than 10 seconds and don't die from overexhaustion to the elements, the exposure to the spinning, to the heat that I put myself through for the good people like you at home. So, what are we doing here? What are we looking at? What are we gaming upon? I know, we're back on more Bizarre Brigade. Look. Sometimes you get a hyperfixation in life. And what are you supposed to do about that? Act upon it. Now, let me know if you ever hear my fan in any way, shape, or form, because my fan does have two settings. The two settings are barely enough wind to be considered a breeze and jet turbine. Right now I have it on jet turbine, so let me know if I gotta turn it down at any point in time. It should be fine, but if you ever just end up thinking that I'm in a tunnel or I'm being tortured in a new environment, I'm not. Hopefully, but I will change that if need be. Right now, it does look from my audio levels like it's fine. Ride that hyperfixation train, brother. I'm trying to ride a lot out here. How is everybody doing on this fine Sunday? Let me make sure I'm a little small down here. Hey, leave him alone, guys. So now we can come over here where you'll be able to see my UID for a couple seconds. Now that's not intentionally how I had that set up. The thing about it though is I don't really care because my name on this game is John Zenless. So it's not like you can ever find out what my real name is from that unless you're an absolute psychic gamer gremlin who's able to reverse engineer from there. Now I believe last time we played we had a win on Gulpy that I did not keep in the streak for one reason. It's a Gulpy win. We can just start fresh here and let the dice fall where they may. Now, the only one we can't do right now is 13. Fuck you. That's asinine behavior of you to do. We're going to remove that choice for now and then just re-roll. You know how it is. 13 is the one character that we have locked. So I'm not able to, even if I wanted to, choose him. Luckily, they're giving us 21 here. Now, 21 is when combat starts, the brigade gains +2 to all stats except projectiles. Now, this is also known as the Bloom Shell. Just a little guy coming out of his habitat. Happy to see you. Saw BJ2 today. They made a second one, brother. I'm still trying to get my first blowjob. That's fucked up. That's crazy that they'd make two like that. Hold on, let me do the thing. Deactivate, activate. My OBS is not good at moving between scenes and keeping the audio working perfectly. That's fine, though. It shouldn't be a huge deal. So with plus to all stats, it's probably worthwhile to... Oh, this is also plus to score. Damn, that's crazy. We can probably hit a new high score then. I mean, I'm already in the top 0%. This isn't Zenless Zone Zero. This is Zenless Zone Zero. It is a game, so Zenless Zone Zero is a gacha game that has captured my heart for one specific reason. It very much embraces the idea that games are made to be fun and enjoyable. And so it focuses a lot on creating different mini games that you, the player, can play. And this is one of the mini games in Zenless Zone Zero. And it works like Brotato. And it's really sick. It's part of why I like it so much, is I think games are made to be fun. Now, we can argue, is the gambling for featured characters fun? Okay, I mean, the answer for me is absolutely yes, but I'd understand if you said no, because gambling is bad or something, but whatever. How about you just get lucky, nerd? Sounds to me like somebody lost all their money gambling. Oh, wait, BJ2 is Beetlejuice too. Actually, speaking of Beetlejuice, my friend has... these really cool, they made them, I don't care if, or I don't know if anybody else cares about card games, is what I meant to say, not I don't care if anybody else knows about card games. I do care, I promise. It sounds like a propaganda, but still, I do promise I care. My friend there's Dragon Shield official Beetlejuice sleeves. Dude, they're so funny. I just like the simp over the characters. That's also completely understandable. Oh, I should have bought the hat. The one thing that this character does not do is get good HP. I forgot about that because it's been a schminute. I'm out of practice. Now, as long as I don't die here, we are poised very well for the run going forward. And I have not died here, but we are down to 2 HP. 2 HP is not very good. So I should be a little bit careful about what we're buying here. And I should roll looking for money. Was this health +4? protagonist health +4, and then item prices down, and they're cheaper. So this is what we're looking for. 30 HP, health up, -2 income. We gain income at the start of every other one. I think I have a problem. No, I mean, the problem is that you haven't spent enough money, I think. That's pretty much what Hoyo told me. Actually, if you do care about the game and playing it, you are on Twitch currently able to get drops if you care about that. If you don't, though, I'd completely understand where you're coming from. They're not the best drops. You'd have to watch 3 hours to get, I think, 15 polychromes, which is the equivalent of less than 99 cents. So it's, I suppose, better than nothing, but I wouldn't say it's leaps and bounds better than nothing. It's maybe a step. I don't spend money on gacha. No, that's absolutely the correct mentality to have. That is how you beat gacha games, is just enjoy them at your own accord. Especially because what are you spending money on if not to play less of the gacha game? Do you spend money on it? Okay, yes, but it's like the $5 per month one. That's pretty much all I spend money on. And I just view that as a subscription service to the game, more or less. I played DBZ Dokkan Battle and haven't spent a dime. That's impressive as hell. Okay. Because I played DBZ and the power creep made me go, I have to spend money. I simply need to. All right, we didn't get any good rolls there. We'll just move on to shop. It's fine. We can start scaling our luck. I don't think we need to, though. Upon buying a drink +1 HP is very nice since we don't normally scale HP. This would be protagonist health -5, but actually it's not. It's only -4, idiots. And then we'll get our reroll price cheaper and we're all good to go. But, the one I'm excited for that's coming out really soon is, dude, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is coming out soon. I'm so excited to dive into some Sparking Zero. Holy shit. How much have you played the Budokai Tenkaichi games? Because that's who this is really made for, as the people online will tell you. I'm happy you asked. I played it over at my friend's house when I was but a wee lad. And he told me Hercule was the strongest character, and ever since then I've thought the game was bullshit. As it turns out, because I didn't know anything about Dragon Ball at the time, my parents wouldn't let me watch anime. It might turn me into a gay little man. I'm not sure actually what their idea was with not having me watch anime. I'll tell you, if it was the latter one that I just brought up, that shit didn't work. We will go for this. No, for every, yeah. Let's get a little bit of just damage scaling in the round, and then health up, health recovery down, and we just look for the oven mitt. Forget the oven mitt, actually. What we do is we buy this. These become cheaper. We buy both of them, and then we roll, and we just start going all in on buying as much as we can. We are free to minus our speed because we scale speed every time. Free to minus our attack speed because we're also scaling that one. The collision damage I don't care about too much. The health recovery is somehow still 0, so I guess we'll take this and actually have positive health recovery for the first time in our life. I like the knockoff Haunter in this one. Which one are we calling that? Are we just talking about the monster designs? Because actually, you want to know what the monster designs remind me of? And this is a PlayStation portable knowledge check. Does anybody remember Patapon? If you remember Patapon, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I love the monster designs because they are so Patapon-pilled. If you did not play Patapon, don't worry, neither did I think most of the population. You are in the majority. I'm the one who's outside of my guest range for remembering it. But damn, did I love that game. I thought it was so sick. Do you remember anything about the gameplay, or is it just the visuals that stuck with you? No, it's pretty much exclusively the visuals, but I was also just like a child who was really dumb. So attack range down, but whenever we hit somebody, we deal 34 damage. I don't really care about that. Minusing armor, upping income, I'm down for, though. And then we can fuse these guys together. Buy this one, minus our melee damage and get some bounces going. Now our econ goes crazy because every time he crits, he gets us free money. And he's going to be critting a lot because our crit rate is already at 46%. If I'm crunching the numbers right, that's basically 100%. Have you heard of Bombastic? Like, the one they sang a song about, the Mr. Bombastic? Yeah, I've heard of him. I dabble. I suppose you could say I'm knowledgeable on it. One thing that I have now done, which is complete non sequitur, and then I'll get back to Bombastic. I did on Friday go out for a hot pot for the first time in my life. What were my thoughts on it? As somebody who's unable to digest red meat, I think it's a little overrated. However, probably be a little bit expected by most people. It's just not worth having this one. Healthy sandwich? Are we sure about that? That's definitely, that shit's a taco for sure. I mean, I guess It was also called Devil Dice. Okay, I've heard of Devil Dice. I've never played it, but I have heard of it. Which, I mean, I guess doesn't really leave us in much of a great spot. But yeah, so as somebody who's not really able to digest red meat, it was not optimal for me personally, but I don't think that I'll take that as an indictment against the entire thing, because it's not, I understand that would be my dietary restrictions in place. So overall for me, the all-you-can-eat part of the hot pot, which was kind of the huge draw to it, was fine, but it wasn't anything special for me. If you were to ask, would I rather go have all-you-can-eat Olive Garden pasta, I'd probably choose that one, and that's, I mean, that's just primarily because I know Olive Garden pasta is 85% oils that should not be anywhere near my body, and fats, and absolute copious amounts of Parmesan cheese. I get that it is worse for me. However, if worse for me, why does it make me feel oh so good? That's what me with ketamine. No, I'm kidding, kids. Probably don't do drugs unless you're really bored and want something to do. In which case, how can I stop you? Every 3 seconds deals damage equal to our max HP. It's probably not worthwhile. Let's double scale our greed and then just get that one. I'm totally learning Japanese via anime and Japanese Let's Players. Me too. What am I up to right now? So whenever in an anime they say one of the words in English, I always get that one 100% of the time. Aside from that, I'm not doing too great on my Japanese, but I think I am creeping up there because of that. Like whenever I'm watching One Piece and what I've been watching recently, I'm in Wano. I'm watching, well, I just finished Sanji versus Queen. And so whenever Queen would say judge, I'd be like, I got that one. I was able to pick up on that one. Because he'd always call him, well, I mean, I guess I won't spoil any kind of relation like that, because technically that part's a spoiler. If you don't know who Judge is, it's not a spoiler, but if I say the other part of it, it is a spoiler. So I'm just gonna bite my tongue a little bit on that one. However, whenever he'd say Judge, I'd be like, I got this. Maybe I am fluent. Hold on a second, I might be onto something here. Yeah, the first thing I did at Hot Pot was burn the shit out of my tongue. Guys, they call it Hot Pot for a reason. I just want to let you know, do not just instantly grab a noodle that you have just cooked out of your soup broth and shovel it into your mouth. You will scorch your tongue. It's not gonna go well for you. I'm saying this as someone who loves and cares. As someone who has nothing but your best interest at heart, it's not a good idea. All right, thus far, when I look over all of the words you guys are saying, I got those ones. So maybe I am fluent. Perhaps I am. But the best part of Hot Pot for me was they had so part of the all-you-can-eat included dessert. The part that was not included in the all-you-can-eat, I wouldn't have got it anyways. Well, maybe I would have just for the idea that it's right there and it's in front of me. We'll buy Thumbtack. I never have Thumbtack. But, the one that was not all you can eat is they didn't let you have as much king crab leg as you want. I think that's pretty fair because it was $35 per person. If somebody just walked in, paid $35 and went, Garçon, Garçon, 37th order of Alaskan king crab legs, if you'd please. I understand the business probably wouldn't stay in for too long. Connie means crab? Yeah, well, I'll let you know right now that I was able to tell which one of my hot plates was hot and which one was not as hot for one reason. It was in Japanese, so I wouldn't be able to read it normally. However, the kanji for that appears when a Pokemon uses Fire Blast was on the right side of the plate. So I knew that the right side meant that must be pretty fucking hot, because whenever I see a Pokemon use Fire Blast, I don't think to myself, yeah, that looked pretty cold. I think, yeah, that was probably a pretty warm maneuver. By the way, we are now up to a current streak of 1. First character, very easy, but that's more to do with the fact that that is a very strong character, getting free stats at the end of everything, with the only downside being you lose out on a little bit of HP. It makes it pretty easy to build around the character. Just make sure you're outpacing the HP loss that you'd have otherwise. So, now that we're on a streak of 1, I may cross off. Hey, not in black. Whoa. The people will get confused. Hold on, can I make them more starch red? Yes, I can. Hold on. Like, trying to drag around. 25500. Amen. Okay. The most red a red can get. Probably. Well, maybe there's debates in color theory about which hex code would be more. Dogs go Wan. Isn't that Julian and Ding Dong's game company is Wan Games? I guess that would make sense because they have a dog as their icon. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, that's right. I stayed current with my favorite 2 members of Oni Plays after they left. That's right. And I'd still support them to this day on Patreon. Well, I still would, but I didn't have that much money when I first created my Patreon account. So I don't even know if they still do it. Remove this one as a choice. That will be the Soul Hound as our next played character. Soul Hound is a bit of an interesting one. He loses 2 HP every second. Allow me to take a big sip of water. Protagonists and companions recover 2 health when they defeat monsters. Health cannot be restored through hearts, or through health recovery or hearts. Now, interestingly, that just says through health recovery or hearts. You might say, yeah, Salted Slices, that's everything in the game. It's not everything in the game, and we've learned this before. What we've learned in the past is that actually the oven mitt that causes coins to heal you does not count towards health recovery or count as hearts healing you. So because of that, it's our first order of business is to get that one. Now here we could get some range damage, which isn't a bad idea. I think we do just buy both of these and then roll once and see what we're looking at. Armor down, I don't think we can go with in good conscience, and I don't think we want to go with the other one. Now, that's a tempting choice. A very tempting choice. One that I think we will go with, because then if we get the one who shoots a bullet whenever the protagonist attacks, there he is, and we have the money for it, that's the more important part, we could go with that. Here I don't love either of them. Okay, and then we just move on. So we ended up only leaving with 3 items, 2 of which are pretty good, 1 is kind of whatever. We should also be looking for the heart at the devil deals. I don't remember what they're actually called, the altars. That makes it so we are able to heal 10 HP through opening up a chest, because that's, again, healing that is not through hearts or health recovery. Therefore, it should stack with everything else that we're able to do. Yeah, so here we can also open up another chest. We still don't have anything to offer the devil deal. That's not the best. We do want to go primarily ranged here from what I'm looking at. Sorry, I'm locked in and talking too much about the game again. So I was thinking, because I saw somebody talking about it on, I know that how can you hate book talk and yet book talk is all you ever get recommended. I am just a messenger. I have no clue why I always get book talk videos on my TikTok, even though I have vehemently not interacted with them, and in fact scroll past every single time. The TikTok algorithm just really thinks it knows something about me that I don't, and maybe it does, but thus far it's yet to prove it. But dude, I keep getting people who are reading self-help books. I think that half of these people should not be reading self-help books, and not because I don't think that they can be helpful. In fact, I'd go even further. I'd say 95% of them shouldn't be reading self-help books, because they'll say something along the lines of, ever since I've started reading this book, it's really put everything in perspective for me. I really do have a new way that I look at life, and I'm going to start applying this to myself going forward. And then they proceed to be the most vitriolic person of all time, filled with nothing but absolute hatred in their heart. And I just gotta wonder, like, what book they read, because it's very clearly different from the other one that I just saw before them. So I don't really understand where it's coming from. No, that's not to say that self-help books are a scam or anything like that. I actually think they are very helpful, but you only get out what you put in. And some of these people just seem to have no love or compassion in their heart to begin with. So I don't think the book can change too much about that. Now, we are in trouble. We are in danger. We are not looking great for the sheer reason of we have now multiplied our health loss without changing our health gain. That is how this character works, and it can make them quite a scary character to play. Right now, I would say I don't love the positioning we are finding ourselves in. It could be worse for sure, but it could be a lot better also. Probably looking for a smartphone in addition to this one. We don't need, well, no, we will take this one, and then we'll buy this one and start going absolutely crazy with whatever we can buy. Range bullets up, but damage down should be fine. Collision up, speed down, we don't like. We'll take a little bit more dodge, even though I don't really need it. What we're looking for right now more than anything, and I would really like to see it, is any kind of health. All right, I said any. I'll put my money where my mouth is. Then we'll take a little bit more damage at the price of attack speed. Crit rate, very good because it causes all of our damage to just kind of spike there. Protagonist held down, protagonist held down. I don't... Contain yourself, Salted Slices. There will be other opportunities to buy Peace Water. This was just the first one presented to you. There's probably millions of others just waiting for you. Hurry, boy, she's waiting there for you. By the way, getting Dynamite on our little guy there is atrocious. I would just like to make that very clear for anybody who thought, oh, cool, we have a very good tier 2 with us. We do not have a very good tier 2 with us. We have one who doesn't really do much of anything. He's a platypus. He doesn't do much. No, like he actually... I mean, you can kind of see it, right? This is all he's really able to do is you just kick him around and pray that the dynamite hits people instead of the other ones which actually do go insane. Now, what's nice is I'm starting to get some bounce and some pierce, which can make it hit multiple enemies and thus give us more money. That's the main idea with them anyways. When it starts scale stats is really good, but we are looking for another one in addition. Roll one more time, because if we get perfume, we're set for life. Protagonist size and bullets plus 25%. I'd really rather not be that big. Me walking into Raising Cane's, ordering the Caniac combo for the 30th time. You gotta understand, that one's different, that one's different. That could be any of us. All right, buy both of those. We're still looking for... I should have bought this one first. I fucked that up in terms of order. Health recovery, but minus health. It's not worthwhile because health recovery does nothing for us. We were hoping to get the one that makes us heal off of opening a chest. That's what we were looking for. Sorry, I forgot it until right now. So that's not exactly ideal timing. But yeah, no, overall, pretty great weekend, I would say. I mean, I guess it's not over right now. I am currently streaming. We are going to die here because we are not killing anything. Yeah, and the damage over time just ramped up too much because we got an atrocious roll for our tier 2 guy that we got there. The dynamite was horrendous in every way, shape, and or form. So we just couldn't keep up with the damage being dealt to us. Sucks for sure, but it is what it is. Now, what we're going to do here is I think I just have to click refresh. And then it will go back to, yeah, 1 to 21. So then I can reshuffle these and then we can go again. It sucks. It definitely does suck to have that happen. But we live and let lie. In the great words of band that was before I was born. 7 does give us Card King. Card King's a great one to get because most likely that is another victory for the boys. For the boys in blue, if you will. Actually, no, probably. We can take away a couple wins from them. Hold on. I'm on the wrong screens on my computer. I have to fix these. Oh, God, so much is going wrong. Oh, God. Oh, I tried my hardest to make it a professional thing. Okay. So what are we looking for here? Card King is just protagonist, attack speed, collision, crit rate, and projectiles are all passed on to allies. So yeah, we're looking for Morning Star allies. And then with that, we're looking for the Flame Morning Star ally who gives us more projectiles because projectiles are also passed over, which is a rarity to be able to get. I know, I love my little... So here we can get 15 attack speed for free because we're passing it down. We will get a little bit of minus damage here, and I think that's okay. Protagonist, health recovery up doesn't really matter, and then we don't want more bounce right now because it just doesn't benefit us. Here, I think we buy this and roll once because these should all be so cheap. Crit rate damage down, but bullet pierce I don't love. Range damage, but damage down I think I'm fine with, and then we can do one more roll looking for whatever we can find here. Not much. Okay, look, it is what it is. Not everything's gonna go perfect in your world, and you got to be able to accept that. But yeah, the best part, I think I said it. No, I don't think I went over this part. Bro, at Hot Pot, the one that I went to, they had part of the all-you-can-eat included the dessert. Now, that might be standard for most places, but let me just say, for me, dear Lord, what was I supposed to do? One of the dessert options was nothing but fruit jelly. Brother, give me a 70th. I will run you dry. I'm not even kidding. You know the Dragon Ball mini game where you start munching up before doing a battle, and Goku would just stack up all of the ramen plates or all of the ramen bowls? That's pretty much precisely what it looked like in front of me, just with the fruit jelly cups. I was fiending them. It was not kosher to look at. All right. Minus 2 HP recovery, but giving us more HP there, and then cannot merge into one for every 8 monsters. Protagonist attack speed up. Insanely worthwhile because now it's for every 8 monsters. all of my brigade's attack speed up, and this guy should go crazy with his weapon. We've also got an extra projectile, apparently, which I don't even know which one I did that for. Hopefully we do pick up the kill here. I'm trying not to intervene too much. I'm trying to let nature take its course. I know that's not really humanity's whole thing, but I'm out here trying to make my own difference and see if I can intervene just a smidge less. It does look really good. I don't know if he's supposed to be shooting too, or if we have something that's upping our projectiles. Either way, very happy to have him with us. Need to get the, not that guy, not him. Ah, he's only, protagonist health plus 10 for every 5 monsters killed. Permanent altar companions gain attack speed. Not the best for us, but it's okay. We can afford to minus our attack speed this hard because it just gives more projectiles. And then we can afford to get more damage up, by which I mean there's almost no downside to getting more damage up, so we are going to get it. I made it sound like we were weighing options there, my fault. If we get 2 demons, we get plus 50% crit rate. I think that's worthwhile. We've now got 50% higher crit. What we really could use here, also every 4% damage, it's not worthwhile yet. We could really use a bit more HP. It would make me feel a lot safer going into the next run. So I think what you do then is you buy effective HP. Armor is effective HP because it makes you tankier. Therefore, my 23 HP is actually far higher than it would appear. And since we've upped our number of projectiles again, these guys go crazy. Except for probably the guy who's got the little dead man switch. It's an okay weapon because of the AoE on it, but it's nothing insane. With the crit rate, it feels pretty fucking good though. Yet again, surprise, surprise, it looks like we're gonna get another run on King. I believe that our protagonist, oh, never mind. Gonna shut my little mouth, going to put foot in my mouth, please. Oh, no. Because I was about to say, I believe we are unaffected by the income of buying multiple allies. That's not true. We can make a demon swordsman. Attacks are faster and he still counts as a demon. Welcome in. Also, he looks really funny. He put on a little fursuit. Now fuck with that for him. Man, it's looking so cool over there. Yeah, we'll just get our size down, luck up again, and then buy more HP. Up to 57 HP with 5 armor feels really nice, and then 2 companions that add on. I'm sorry that I ever said the guy with the dead man switch isn't him. This guy is absolutely him. Look at our attack speed already. We're up to 60% attack speed because he scales our attack speed so hard. There's another +2 for the boys. And then the harder he scales attack speed, the harder our attack speed goes. God damn. And then look how fast this guy goes. And we've got a bunch of God's quickest warriors, which is what I thought I was. So if anything, I am feeling a little bit jealous right now. All right, get up here. We got to get a little involved with all the enemies up here just so we can try and pick up our free money. It'd be very tragic to lose it all at the end of it. By the way, a little thing about this challenge, it's impossible for me to fail it if I keep trying. That's the important, arguably most important step, because as you play more of the game, there actually is a little statistic that the game doesn't let you know about. Well, it does let you know about it, but it's at the end of a tutorial, and let's not lie, people don't read tutorials. Okay, people, look, Apple terms of service, nobody has ever read it. Even the people who probably wrote it at this point just go, ChatGPT, generate me a terms of service that's legally binding. Because I've heard from a very reputable source that ChatGPT does indeed know the law. If you don't know what I'm referencing, I'm sure you can find it. It's not exactly that hard to find. Probably one of the most flabbergasting things I've heard from a quote-unquote true crime YouTuber is that that knows the law. I don't think so, man. The thing that role plays as a femboy with lonely people, I don't think that it does that. I don't think it's purely up to snuff on all legal things. All right, we buy that one and then we're on our way here. Probably just want to buy more companions. Does sound nice, but both of these are really good. 10% more crit rate would be really good because apparently I don't have that anymore. Why is my crit so low? Why is it only 47%? Shouldn't it be way higher? Oh, minusing armor for income sounds really nice right about now. We'll do it, but now we have to start prioritizing armor again. But I do think it's worthwhile. And spawning more enemies is only a good thing. I understand when you're first starting out a game like this, more enemies can be a very scary concept. And don't worry, I've been there. I see you're going through tough times. Been there, done that, in the words of Pitbull. The reason it's good is the more enemies you spawn, if you're able to deal with them, then the more free money you get, because money is directly tied to how many enemies you're killing. Now, the other way to do it is just have a really efficient and good income generator, whether that be through the stat or through the robot that gets it off crit, or through both of them, because for whatever reason they decided that the robot who already gives you infinite money should also, as a set bonus, give you infinite money through income. That one was just kind of a really cool choice for you, the player, not for a game balance overall, but who am I to say from there? Yeah, this is 100% worthwhile because our protagonist can't attack anyways. Both of those I'm not feeling huge on. We'll roll once and see what we got. Chances for coins and then damage up on companions we don't have. Neither sounds great to me. No need to take any more attack speed for the rest of the game. We've already peaked in life. This one is also probably not worth buying, much as she wishes she was. It's just, I hate her weapon oh so much. She truly does draw my ire. Protagonist health down, but speed and melee damage up, probably worthwhile. More income, probably pretty good. In fact, I don't know how projectiles would fragment for our other guys. I'd imagine if you'd like Assault and Slice's prediction, it does absolutely nothing, but maybe we get lucky and it actually does do something. Yeah, I think it doesn't do anything extra hard here because the explosives wouldn't be able to fragment anyways, but the number of attacks from our explosive guy is going absolutely insane just because of how high our attack speed is. We should be buying the one drink that lowers our attack speed by 25% every single time it shows up, because with the number of times we have had our little fellow here kill all of the enemies, there's no shot we're not in the trillions for money. But yeah, what else did I do over the weekend so far? I mean, the weekend's pretty much over for me at this point. I'm going to be streaming until I go lie down and maybe play a game in bed, but it's essentially the end of the weekend for me. Crit rate up 40%. I don't think we need it. Speed down, damage plus 30%, I think is great though. And also we have now finally welcomed our third companion. Everybody give it up for, oh, we had Frodo, we had Sam. Who were the other ones? There were the two, right? There was Pippin. Pippin was there for sure. I remember that. I can't remember the other. There was, no, I don't know. Also, I know there was Sam, but wasn't there also like Sam Wise Gangi? I don't know. Is Sam Wise the one who was in town and Sam was the one who went on the trip? Or are they the same person and one's just the full name for it? I never really read the Lord of the Rings books. And the only time I watched the movies, I was so young that most likely none of it I understood. I remember just very, very few bits and pieces. Now, I do remember that actually Aragorn did break his toe in that scene. Don't worry, that one is purely locked into my memory for all of time. Don't think it's worthwhile. As funny as it would be to have another one, I just don't think it's worthwhile for us. Okay. Probably take this and then just roll. Armor down, no. Also, my thing is desynced again. I'm sorry. I don't know how to keep it synced, and I bet if I looked it up, it would... Yeah, because he just said this is epic. No, man, it's been epic. Unless it's not desynced for you guys. No, you can hear it. Yeah, it's definitely desynced. I don't know how to force the audio to resync back up. I also should probably turn up my volume so I can actually hear the game more. I have not really been listening to anything that's happening in the game. Not that it's of the most importance for us. What do we have? What do we have? Protagonist health down, but we do get speed and melee damage. I think that's probably worthwhile. And then we get another Peace Water here. And then we just roll one more time, get absolutely nothing, and we go kill the final boss. And then we'll be back to a streak of 1, assuming that I can kill him. And I think... so long as my guy takes down the other ones, we're fine. Also, my character is pseudo-attacking, by the way, because of the cups of tea. Or sorry, to put it in British terms, because of the cup of tea. We are pseudo-able to attack because of that, which is really nice. It does... I don't know why you're still able to shoot those out, because it does get all of your modifiers. More projectiles, more bullet split, all of that still applies to the cup of tea shots, which is really good because it's already an item that's essentially a must-take when it shows up, giving you free... Okay, well, technically it's -4 luck, but free armor with such a minuscule downside. 4 luck for 4 armor is a trade that everybody should do no matter what. I don't care if you're already at 10,000 armor. Get a little bit more. What if they start to give you paper cuts, man? You've got to be prepared for anything that could happen at that point. All right, so that is victory off of Card King. Card King, arguably the easiest character. Arguably. It's Card King or Gluppy. It's dealer's choice, which one you think is stronger. So that is now us up to our streak of 1. Our prodigious streak of 1. Our unstoppable streak of 1. The lowest the streak will go until I die. So now we can roll again. Do I have it shuffled for its order? Oh, whoa. Made a premature noise there. 1. Please don't stop on 1. Please don't stop on 10. 8, 9, 10. Guys, I would have taken 1. Well, rest in peace to us. Let me real quick deactivate, reactivate. Okay. Rest in peace to us. That is a Sir Percival. Now, if you're unaware as to what Sir Percival does, aside from makes me wish I was chemically castrated every time I play him, he is the character who is all about dodging attacks. However, as you can see there, despite us starting with 45% dodge, we still got hit twice in a row. Now, what am I doing here? We are trying to scale really quickly because every time we dodge an attack, we do get treasure find up, and it's important to try and get that up early. Opening a chest gives that companion damage is something that, weirdly enough, we do need, because if we don't, then what are we scaling at all? At least now we have a form of scaling. Also, he's got a really good weapon. That wand is very strong. The Harry Potter readers be like, Harry Potter fan fiction. Dumbledore said his wand was very strong. The looks between them. Sorry. I understand it's okay. Well, we're gonna die already. Love this character so much. Good. We've opened up 1 chest. 3, 2, 1, 0. Then we can open up another chest at the very least. Okay, now we can get 10 more treasure find and start scaling our stats harder off of chests. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you so much. It's fine. It's fine. Get these guys over here. We've got to hope and pray that it will, but today I am still just a Bill. Yeah, I listened to Schoolhouse Rock as a kid. What can I say? The last good generation, we had Schoolhouse Rock, and you kids these days only have your skibbity toilets. Thank you. Look, I have to try and make myself sound superior to what you're supposed to do as you become the older generation. As you age into becoming the adults, it is your job to make fun of everything younger than you. It's only fair. Here, I would like plus 30 health, because without health, this character does absolutely nothing. With health, this character does next to nothing. I'm going to pay 13 of that HP that I just got. Cover 10 HP upon opening a chest. Well, that's not a bad idea, but I think we should get our, upon picking up coins, deal damage equal to luck. And then we can also fuse these guys together. So we've got a really nice guy here. Get a little bit of bullet bounce going on. Bullet bounce, that's a bullet bounce. Especially because you are now giving me plus 3% damage on my companions each time I open up a chest. Well, on my ranged companions, which includes him. He's pretty much the only ranged companion we care about here. Okay, gonna die already. Yep. Just don't bother dodging a single hit. I think it looks better on us. I would hate to have my character all about dodge a singular attack the entire time. I think that would be fucked up if you could dodge 1 attack. Oh, you should have picked up Peace Water. Maybe Sir Percival should not exist. He is the gatekeeper, man. He is the one who I fear. In my dreams, I see him, but actually by which I meant my nightmares, because dear Lord, do I hate him with all of my heart. I know that it's like, well, then why don't you choose the characters in order? Because then where's the fun in that? Plus, then I just get to Sir Percival. Fuck you. You were an ass. Oh, ooh, it's okay. Now, if we don't know, 10 is Sir Percival. Sir Percival's whole gimmick is that he loses. The entire point of his character, constructed from the ground up, is that he's really weak and can't beat anybody. If he does beat somebody, it's a miracle. But don't worry, that won't be happening. The reason that he also sucks so much, by the way, isn't just because, oh, but he looks pretty good. I'll give you that. On paper, he does look pretty good. The reason he's not very good is just because also your starter companion, when you can't sell companions, this being all I have to work with, rejected bubble machine, awesome, man. Returned to Party City for not functioning properly, bubble machine. Now there we actually had a really good line of dodges. Okay, I will call out good luck when I get it. fair enough that I didn't dodge all of those, but it was still really nice for us. We need both of these, so we just buy both and move on. Now we have a damage scaler. I know last time we had him and it still didn't work out for us. Shut up. This is different. Also, we do have more HP this time going into our other levels, which does make me feel a little bit safer. Would love to get the one that's just like plus armor and treasure find. Awesome that we dodged that one because I was gonna get hit no matter what I did. I played it very poorly. Hit that guy over. It's all about just trying to find somewhat safe dodges to go for. At the end, were those safe dodges? No, but they were directly in front of us dodges, which I still think was worth going for. Getting attack range is a decent idea. Getting the mask for treasure detection is a really good idea. And then we can also get minus melee damage, but crit rate and bullet pierce. Should make this guy feel a lot nicer. We are on wave 3. All right, Sir Percival loses. I'm built for some stuff. This is not one of them. Luckily, Sir Percival, in theory, can also get kills because we do attack ourselves. It's not going to happen, but in theory, we are able to pick up some kills there. Did get a really nice dodge. Okay, well, one good dodge, but gets a getting hit. It's only fair. I can't just get exactly what I want. You can't always get what you want, but sometimes you'll find that you might just get what you need. Now here, anything that's just like brain dead broken, I would love to see. Collision damage constantly shooting up. We can't buy anything for HP because of how our health correction works, which sucks, but that's just the way it is. One more roll here because, dear Lord, if I don't get anything that helps me, we are dead. We're so unbelievably fucked. Crit rate, damage down, and bullet pierce. That's what we need. That's what we need. All right, we're not able to buy anything here because I went too hard re-rolling at the altar. The thing is, I would do anything at the altar for you. Winks and smiles cutely. Now, he is only getting 1% damage every time we open up a chest. I kind of forgot about that. I thought he would be higher scaling already, but since there's only one of him, it will not work that way. It was kind of the reason I didn't mind throwing away my humanity, if you will. Throwing away all that made me who I am. Okay, just don't even bother dodging. Hey, I get it. Hey, I get it. Hey, I understand. If I had 45% dodge, I'd also want to get hit by everything. It's only fair. Oh, do I detest Sir Percival with all of my heart. He was the hardest one for me to beat also. Now, I know I don't have red scale beat yet. I haven't really put in any of the time with him because after Sir Percival, I decided, you know what? Let's do this challenge on stream. Because I figured Sir Percival would be the gatekeeper, and he kind of is the #1 thing that I will see in all of my nightmares going forward. But that's fine. This game can be brutal, though. 18, 17. Okay. So, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 is probably a loss. It is a very variable character.
They're here.
If it looks like we're winning on around wave 3, we should be completely fine. If it doesn't, we definitely lose. Now, what's important with Capped Gallant is to make sure you don't take any projectile number increase unless it gets you to 3 projectiles. That might sound weird, but 2 projectiles won't hit your enemies, and since you are your only source of damage, it's paramount that you actually are hitting your enemies as much as possible. Health up, armor +1. For 8 coins, that's a very good deal. And then we will roll here. 5% damage whenever we refresh the store means that we just start rolling store as much as we can, because each time we are getting 10% damage because we have higher correction. There's minus range damage, completely useless for us. Minus attack speed, completely useless for us. Peace water, that's just a little slap in the face on the way out. It's okay, we've all been there before. Companions, bullet size and damage minus 50%, but plus 3 projectiles. I say we give it a try. It's minus 100 damage for us. It's true, but the number, oh, the smartphone and another guy who would give us more stats whenever we roll. We're actually only minus 40% damage right now, and we're shooting. 4 does not hit. 4 does not hit at all. Okay, we're gonna have to stand point blank range. We need donut now because of our size down, which I didn't think about at all. That is unfortunate, but you know what? We live and we learn, and if this is how I have to take a learning experience, it's one of those painful memories I won't forget, like being picked last in gym class. I'm assuming that's painful. I wouldn't know. I was too cool. Oh, but I was mainly like a friend pick. Damage plus 5%. I'm sorry, I don't think I can afford spending my money on that. Armor and treasure detection, I think I can spend money on. And then we just double roll there. Every crit would give us money there. That would have been sick, but we live and learn. Hanging on the edge of... How the fuck is that missing? I don't think so. Wait. I'm befuddled. Hold on, give me a second. Allow me to recollect my thoughts on this one. How the fuck are some of these missing? The enemy who is directly in front of me. Namely the giant one who takes up the entire screen. I understand that sometimes I'm not going to hit the little guys, and that's completely understandable, and dare I even say fair, because I mean, look at them, they're tiny. That's fine. The other ones, though, I definitely should be hitting. That huge guy who was directly in front of me, he deserved nothing but, that's not worthwhile. He deserved nothing but the sweet release that I was attempting to provide him with. Now here we can get a fuck ton of income, which is really good. And then we'll move on because we have 92 gold to spend, much as I would love to reroll again. I can't make my bullets any smaller. If I do, I am completely asking for the sweet embrace of death to kill me. 1, 2, 3. And then we get a fuck ton of attack speed. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Now, again, is everything all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere? I would say no, because we still don't always hit just due to the sheer tininess of our bullets. When they hit, we're really good. When they don't, we are in a lot of trouble. And as it stands right now, I would say more oft than not, it is not hitting, which is, again, bad. Get in there to make sure we get money. Ooh, we're up to 200 money off of that one. Whenever the stores refresh, we gain more stats, and then this one also gives us crit rate. All of a sudden, we're off to the damn races, and now we also have bullet bounce, which is really good. More pickup range because we need to. 4, 5, 6. Okay. We're good now. Let's just do 7, 8, 9. Because each one of those rolls is giving us plus 2% damage. Now we're up to 400% damage. We're looking okay. Not great because, again, oh, fuck you for hitting him into me like that. I understand I was the one who headbanged him. Brother, I can do a lot more than just headbang, though. No, I mean, I probably shouldn't have headbanged him. I was just too X button happy. I like having buttons on my controller that I press. The tactile feel is good. Don't ever get me into building mechanical keyboards. I'll never come back. I actually think that's true. I think if I really did get into it, I would dive way too deep into it because they're kind of like Legos, but a little bit more for adults. Are you saying that Legos implicitly aren't for adults? I'm not saying that necessarily from my viewpoint. I'm saying it from societal's viewpoint. Yeah, no, definitely from the viewpoint of society, I would say they're not for adults. However, I'm not of that belief. So this will give us just a fuck ton more, and then we can dodge better. And then what should we look for here? Health armor is really good. Range damage, but damage down is fine because then we get the damage back immediately. Both of those suck. There's, ooh, upon killing a monster, there's a 30% chance to heal the protagonist. That's really good, actually. So then I don't even need any of the other really health recovery stuff. Getting this to -5 lets us go crazy here. Because then each of those, yet again, we are scaling our damage with. We're up to a lot of damage, I would say. And then each one of those is giving us even more income, giving us 280 at the end of this. Now, I would not count it as very likely that we kill boss here because we can't hit the fucker. If we could hit him normally, I would say it's very likely we kill him. We do not hit him normally. We are completely at the whims of fate, to put it in Persona 5 terms. I wish that was a game I wish that I never played. Not because I hate it or anything, but because then I could play it on stream. And I think it would be a really fun stream game. What's your basis for that? Persona 3 was probably one of my favorite games to play on stream. It's just unfortunate that no other RPGs have really caught my eye in the same way that Persona 3 has. The new Atlas game does look really good. I'll probably check that one out on stream. Because, like, holy shit, the style in it is so good. I know, an Atlas game with a good visual style. Wow, who would have thought? Look! It does look sick, though. It also has got really good music, which I like a lot. Then we're now able to just buy almost any drink that has an okay upside, minus that one, because I need my armor, otherwise we die. Because of the fact that, ooh, both of these, actually all 3 of these are nuts. And then we can just roll here. Oh, we should be good. 720% damage and 365 income.
They're here.
You're goddamn right it is. Bullet size from a donut would really hit the spot. don't take the one who gives you more projectiles at the cost of lowering your bullet size. I know it's working out here. Do as I say, not as I do, I beg of you. This is only working out because everything else about the run is going so stupid. I don't think that this is very strong at all. The only reason I was even able to walk into those enemies is because I counted on the idea that killing all of them would then just heal me back to full, which it precisely did, because luckily we are very good at kill chaining. I'm playing Risk of Rain, okay? I'm a late game risk run. I'm able to do whatever I'd like at this point. Now, what are we looking for here? Shoots one bullet whenever the protagonist attacks, cannot stack is really good. It works in a strange way, unless, of course, you're expecting it to work that way, in which case it would work exactly like you want, which is it does shoot like a secondary trailing behind bullet. 7, 8, 9, and then we can get one more roll here. Should probably just go slow monsters whenever we hit them.
They're here.
That seems really good and worthwhile for us. Yeah, look at, oh, never mind. It just doubles our number of shots. Oh my God, this is so good. All right. I think we're looking pretty positive going forward. Again, bullet size would be amazing here. Dare I say perfect, because then we'd be able to hit things in front of us. As it stands right now, I cannot hit the broad side of a barn, or I don't know what the other sides are, but I don't think I'd be able to hit that one either. Can't kill the big guys who have the halo over them yet. At least not in any kind of reasonable amount of time. On the bright side, whenever we shoot out our coffee cup, our tea cup, whatever the cup item is, we clear the entire map. Please give me the, oh man, that sucks. Suffering 1 damage per second just isn't worthwhile for us. Okay, we have way better ways to keep ourselves in check. Crit rate up, damage down is fine, because like, we're at 930% damage. When I say I won't miss it, I really need you to believe me. Now we're pretty much just healing off of everything we do, so we can just buy both of those, because nothing else even matters. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. And then a little bit more health and armor and another roll. If we could get that smartphone, that would be great. But we will now just roll down all of our money for free damage upgrades, putting us back to 1,200 damage. Pretty fucking good. And now all of the income shoots up, putting us up to how much we have? 605. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I mean, like, he's a feast or famine character. And as it turns out, we're having an entire banquet. It was Thanksgiving Day. Unless we don't like Thanksgiving because of the connotations behind it historically. I choose to believe the convenient lie that the natives really liked us and we were all just a bunch of really cool friends. And, like, there was nothing bad happening. Why? Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fucking eat my mashed potatoes, man. And that's the one part of the meal that I really enjoy. That, and I really enjoy the canned jellied cranberry sauce. I understand it's almost nothing but preservatives and added sugar. Probably one of the worst substances for you ever. But look, man, it's my worst substance ever. And by God, I'm gonna enjoy it. So now we are up to how many teacups? 4. There's a 30% chance to fire 8 bullets forward. That puts us at a very likely every time we get hit. Damage plus 5% for 99 simply does not cut it in the economy that I have created. Getting more fragmenting shots sounds very funny. And then also hitting monsters to down their speed also sounds very funny. Plus 1 health for every 8 monsters killed. I don't even know how that would function with what we're doing. But welcome aboard. I mean, how could I not? Yet again, yes, we will slow even harder. At this point, I'm maximizing stuff that does not need to be maximized. I'm buying this one just to see how high we can get our income. We're up to over 1,000 after every wave. That might be the best income I've ever hit. Unfortunately, can't really do too much about the boss, because it's not up to me if I'm even able to fucking hit him. I suppose I'll walk at him and let the teacup deal with it itself. Okay, cool. Yeah, 1,200 every time. I'm just gonna stand here. Yeah. Just stretch it out. Got a lot more runs ahead of us, so we'll just kind of see where this one keeps going. Oh, good. We were able to absorb all of the coins there. I was worried I'd be missing a couple going into the next wave. The healing off of killing monsters, by the way, is what makes it so we can just do this. No, I am ready at any point in time to pick up my controller and keep playing. I'm going to say it's very likely not necessary, but I am ready at any point in time. Good soldiers are always ready. God, look at those shots hitting absolutely nothing. Way to go. Shit was phenomenal. Oh, we're about to get hit by a lot. All right, I'll dodge it. That's the quad laser slowly moving towards us. I've watched enough Aqua Teen Hunger Force to know that one you gotta dodge. All right. There's our one streak. Wonder, did that unlock? It does not unlock you, Periwinkle, you motherfucker. I think he's glitched on my account. That or I just really don't buy companions. It's one of the two, and I choose to believe, betwixt both of them, that it's the latter. My favorite thing to climb. All right. Put this, sorry, my hair was all over the place because I showered earlier, so I was just fixing that. I mean, I guess not that you can tell. That was the Sensei Down. What is his name? The Capt Gallant Down. All right. I was honestly expecting that to be another loss. If you'd like my post-game play-by-play, I really did think that was just going to be another loss for us. We are now looking at 7. 7 is looking like another win. I don't know why we keep getting the exact same characters. There are 21 of them. But whatever, I'm very happy to do another king run. Far be it from me to complain when things are going correct in my life. Ooh, very good starting weapon for him, by the way. Again, let me just give you guys a little bit of a lowdown, all right, if you need one. The way that this game's weapon system works, every ally, with like 3 or 4 exceptions, can roll multiple weapons. The weapons affect how they attack, how they do their attacks when you collide with them, all that kind of stuff. So this one is a very high priority one to get and very nice because he does so much sweeping and clearing damage. It's actually really good that we were able to afford that one and not have too much of a downside to it. Plus 2 health plus 2 health recovery, minus 2 health. Let's try and go health recovery for once. I know that's sacrilege by Salted Slice's standards, and normally I would never go it. Especially because, look, even with 2 health recovery, I know it's only 2, but damn, we're hitting nothing. But yeah, he kind of sucks when he attacks with this weapon, which is what I was trying to show off there. However, hitting him around, holy shit, his damage is absurd, because that weapon's damage is really, really high. It's got an insanely high multiplier, and it spins so hard when you hit him, which is really good. Protagonist does not attack. Absolutely, we take that every time and think about nothing else. Now, this would give us, when knocked back, the protagonist recovers 2 health. What the fuck? I've never used him. Absolutely, we need him, because he also gives us permanent alter just by having him. And he got the Guan Yu weapon, which is so fucking good. I actually... Look, I was thinking of... What's the one game I was thinking of? Dynasty Warriors, when I said that. I actually don't know if it was from anybody else, but I'm pretty sure it is Guan Yu, right? That's what I think of him as somebody who's only done Americanized, I believe, games. I'm sure they're not entirely historically accurate. The only historical games I enjoy do have historical inaccuracies. For example, as much as I enjoy Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, I don't think the Pope could actually go invisible. Maybe he could, but I don't think that he could. Those we don't really want. We will roll once, buy one of those. Having our allies block shots was a tempting idea. I decided not to, though. For every 8 monsters, we gain attack speed, but it will actually be all of our guild gaining attack speed this time, so it is very worthwhile. And then minusing health recovery. Try as I may and try as I might, I just can't help myself. I need to throw away health recovery. It's just not worthwhile. Then we have minus 5 damage, but we also have plus 30% damage. We have minus 10 speed, but we've already offset that, so we're still at a total of 67% damage. Health plus 10, luck plus 20, permanent alters. Looking really good, and now we also have a permanent heal source because every, what is it now, 1 second? Every 2 seconds, we're getting an extra heart drop for us. So then we can start doing extra heart stuff if we really want. Honestly, at this point, we've already won the run. Surprise, surprise, a card king won. Run 1, what the hell? Run 1 is correct. I guess 1 run also works. They shouldn't rhyme with each other. I think that's kind of what's messing my brain up. And yet they do. Also, the hot pot that I went to, it was crazy. It was at the mall, and I know I went on a Friday night. I just didn't think I'd ever see a mall packed. It was crazy. When knocked back, the protagonist recovers 2 HP, attacks are faster. I actually don't want that. Strawberry is the most broken item in the entire game, so we will purchase that off rip and then just roll once and get a second roll going. Plus plus 30 health is probably worthwhile. And then real quick, let me do the thing again because it is throwing me off how desynced it is. I don't know why it does it. Well, I do is because I constantly change scenes and flicker back and forth, but I wish it wouldn't do that. Roll here. Speed, damage. This one's worthwhile. Not worthwhile, probably. And then we can go attack speed down because we do have an attack speed scaler already. And we can go that one because that's crit rate for everybody and then dodge for me. All right, good enough, good enough. And then we should just keep going luck. The more luck we have, the better. I should also look out for more income options. I believe, is there any? Hold on. And projectile count applies to all. Okay, so there's nothing that says our bullet fracture from the smartphone applies to all, but it's very possible that it could with this one little demon guy who I'm trying to get as many kills as possible. Also, if I ever need healing, I should just stick onto my clown and keep beating him around. Who else up and beating a clown tonight, or just me? We've already got more companions, by the way, than we did on my one run from before for Card King. I don't know how it happened that way. It's just this time we've actually got good companions. Last time we did not have great companions. Turning it into another Guan Yu weapon is not the worst idea, but I think we'll just make it so we deal damage equal to luck, because then we've got even more luck scaling and even more reason to remember the name. What else are we looking for here? This one, get more damage. Don't need more luck because that part wouldn't apply to allies anyways. Or sorry, not more luck. The range damage when we're shooting. Oh, you motherfucker. Whatever. Plus 15 luck is plus 15 HP. Who the hell gave him a megaphone? It's the one Bart Simpson scene. Oh my god, that's what must be dealing the damage. I've never seen this weapon before. Maybe it's a demon exclusive, or maybe it's a fused ranged exclusive that for some reason you can't get on the robot, because that's pretty much the only fused range that I run. I know I'm a one-trick pony, but you gotta realize when that trick is really fucking cool, it's alright to be a one-trick pony. People always demean you for it, go, wow, can't believe you're a Kane one-trick. First of all, I'm not a Kane one-trick, okay? I just probably picked one of the most one-trick champs in the game. If I had to pick league champs that I do think are the most one-trick, who would I go with? I think you gotta have Yasuo up there. I think Kane definitely is up there. Let's do this one, honestly. I'm down for that because we still have another one scaling our other stats, and then that's... Ooh, that's really good. Yeah, we're looking nice. Yeah, I think Yasuo is definitely up there. Kane's definitely up there. You know who else is up there, I would say? This guy is definitely one of the most mained in the sense that only his mains play him. Not necessarily that he's the most popular main. So I've got two for that, actually. The two that I would say you only see because one-tricks play them are Singed and Shaco. I think both of those are only played by people who one-trick the champ. If you're not devoting your life to them, you're never seeing them locked in solo queue. Or even in just like a for fun game, mainly because Shaco is hardly even fun for the person playing Shaco. And absolutely hell for everybody else who's locked in the game. The best enjoyment you get out of Shaco is knowing you are ruining somebody else's day, which I understand, that can be very enjoyable. Getting him to attack faster, I don't think we really care about, but it would be fun to have a double fused demon, so fine, we'll do it. Fine, fine. For every, okay, buy this into this, then roll. -5 speed, don't really like. Range damage up and more monsters, 2 positives as far as I'm concerned. Luck up is really good, health up is okay. Attack speed up, probably didn't need, we're probably at 90. We are at 90, okay, probably didn't need that one. Again, doesn't matter, we're at 219 HP and 20 armor. We can hit this guy around, we can beat our clown off a little bit, my favorite thing to do at night. If we really need more HP. But yeah, I definitely think Yasuo and Kane are some of the most one-trick champs. I would then also go with Akali is very up there, and Katarina. A lot of those are very weebish champs. I'd say there's one that's a very popular champ, but I don't think I'd call him very one-trick, and it's Ezreal. Even though Ezreal's played a lot, I think Ezreal's played so much because anybody who plays ADC can play Ezreal. If you are a mage player, you understand the fundamentals of constantly spamming a skill shot and trying to hit it. Therefore, if you get filled ADC, Ezreal's your easiest auto pick. So I don't think he's actually that one-tricked. I think he's just very easy to pick up and play for people. We'll go with this one because I mean, our damage percentage is so high anyways. We'll do this one and then this one and roll one more time. But yeah, that's enough League of Legends talk. God, I do kind of miss League. I haven't played it in a while. And that's normally a sign that your life's going really healthy. And the fact that I'm even thinking about, man, I miss it, means something must be amiss and I don't even know it yet. Maybe I could use a self-help book. That way I could read it and, you know, not internalize any of it and not apply any of it to my everyday life, but then tell other people about how I read the book. That's the other thing. I think people read self-help books just for brownie points amongst their community rather than because they actually read the book. We don't have anybody who's ranged, and I've been scaling my range damage so hard because we used to have the one demon with the water pistol. I gotta stop building so much of that then, because it just doesn't do anything for us. And also, we're already at attack speed cap, so... But I should look for a ranged ally here. I should have bought the princess when I had the chance. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, look how little damage we take. Even if I'm not killing everything, that's not what matters here. What matters is I can't die. I've become immortal, effectively. Now, what do we have here? For every coins get damaged. It's not bad. Can I get the one that's, I'll just do plus 30 HP again. Just keep our HP as high as possible. It's not worth buying because we're going into the last round, but I was considering it. Protagonist health down, I'm completely fine with. This is a ranged attacker, finally. Health recovery, we don't need. Can't get that one anyways, so then we just buy both of these and call it there. Why'd I go minus crit rate? I didn't really have a reason other than I saw it in front of me and I am a compulsive buyer of items. What else am I supposed to do? They marked it down for me and I didn't feel like re-rolling, because what if I re-rolled in something I couldn't afford and then I just get sad? So instead of potentially invite any kind of sadness or disarray into my life, I just decided let's go with this. All right, feeling pretty good. The permanent altar was really nice. We didn't get too many insanely high value items, but still just having the option to see it constantly is really good. Took a fuck ton there. Where is our clown? Beat him around a little bit. Just kind of keep hitting him. If you're wondering why we took so much damage, we're not actually in danger of losing the run at all. It's strictly because I stood on top of the enemy and decided to eat a full course buffet of shots. It's not advisable for you to do it, but I am a professional. It's like when you see Steve-O hop into a porta potty and you know they're about to shake him around for 40 minutes. I wouldn't advise doing it, but a professional, well, I probably also wouldn't advise that he does it, but here we are. All right, really good, really good. The worst companion we had makes a lot of sense to be our worst companion. He is the far right one. If you're wondering why he was so bad, his whole gimmick is he scales his attack speed as the round goes on, but we were already at attack speed cap, so he wasn't getting any passive whatsoever. Hold on. I was trying to take a sip of something, and my hair was blown in front of me by the fan. All right. Put that up top. Let me move this card. Just have a... Not to flex, $80 magic card sitting out. It's only $80 because it's an alt art, by the way. It's not because it's insanely powerful. I mean, I guess he's pretty fun. He's Gev the Scaled Scorch from Bloomborough. Very fun character. So, now we have Card King also crossed off. Two, I would say, one easy character, one mid-tier character. Just because it's very simple to... By the way, let me shuffle this up so it feels a little bit more random. It's very easy to die early on Capped Gallant, but if you can get over the early hump, I think you're doing really well. It's not going to be 16, it's going to be 12. 12 last time did end our streak, because if you don't remember who 12 is, let me also remove that choice. 12 is the Soul Hound. Fetch me their souls in COD Zombies terms. Not impossible by any means. But... also not the best. He can be very good. If we get certain items early, he's absolutely unstoppable. What is one of those certain items? I'm very happy you asked. A perfect example is if you are ever able to pick up perfume early on this character, you are so set. It's so doable if you pick up perfume. If you don't pick up perfume, best of luck. Now, what do we have here? You are just brigade damage up. It's not necessarily anything we're really looking for. Gonna do something very inadvisable and buy this for the econ play, and also because it scales the damage of our Glorp Glorp. That is officially his name, by the way, if you were unaware. I made that up currently. So then we will also go this just for the crit rate and also again for the damage scaling on him. Dodge luck is probably... No, bullet bounce is very good. And all of our stats minus armor are looking really nice. but armor will not affect how much of our damage over time we're taking anyways. So that's why I decided it was a worthwhile play. That and the econ play, we are positive 25 on econ. Getting 25 extra gold at the end of wave 2 is not insignificant. It's not going to save your life or change you for the better. You're not going to look in the mirror and say the man I've become on this day truly has been very different and allowed me to thrive in situations which I would otherwise not. But it's still a pretty good one to get. We do have 2 eggs already. Fucker. I was going to say it's possible that we get something good from that. We don't. I'm not going to buy him. I am going to buy him. It's simple geometry, if you will. I'm not going to buy that one. I am going to buy this one. Then I'm going to buy attack speed. Then I'm going to buy more range damage at the cost of minus damage again. And buy him for more of almost everything. -4 of my luck. It does set our luck a lot lower, but our armor is back in the positive. So a lot of really good things happen there. The scariest part, though, is we are now multiplied in terms of our number of enemies, or sorry, our number of damage we're taking per second. But as you're seeing here, the cup is already putting in insane work because every time we get hit from our own self damage, we're able to shoot out the cup shots, and then those can ricochet, and we've just got a pretty solid start from that. So, dare I count my eggs before they hatch? We're looking in a decent position going forward. What we're looking for here is perfume from the demon shop. What we're looking for is a demon shop in general. I'm sorry. I guess I got ahead of myself there. More range damage, always nice to have. Then roll these. More damage percent because we've been minusing it a lot. I don't think I can take that, even though I was all about the econ play. Upgrade into something good. So I don't hate it. Enemies are poison, taking protagonist damage per second. Don't care at all. Or taking protagonist income as damage per second. Actually, our income is very positive. I thought it was very negative. So that one might be a little bit on me. We've got to get our crit rate up as high as we can, though. Because the higher our crit rate is, the more money we make, I'm sure I don't have to tell you why that one's good. Already up to 34. 34, by the way. I should have done this one, because then it would scale the damage of our robots. 32 on our range damage. Either way, insanely high range damage for wave 4. Now it's just all about making sure we can kill enough enemies to keep that sustainable. On the bright side, we also have the oven mitt to keep scaling here. Keep opening as many chests as we can. The more chests we open, the more money we make. The more money we make, the more problems it brings. But also, the more money we'll have for shops, really good. Get explosions going there. Hopefully we get crits off of them. So the main reason that explosive one's not that good on him, by the way, it is a really good weapon. I don't want to lead anybody who's not that familiar with the game astray. It is a very, very good weapon. The only downside is for us specifically. And it is to do with the fact... Ooh, protagonist does not attack, though. Armor up, speed up. Every 3 armor gives collision damage. I think that's worthwhile still. Then we buy both of these Suntime bonnets. Because I shouldn't have bought that, because why does my attack speed matter? And also, we don't attack anymore, so that doesn't matter either. Buy this one. Buy plus 30 health, but minus recovery, because recovery does less than anything. Upping the damage per second we're taking is the worst idea you could feasibly have. But giving all of our robot companions attack speed at the start of a wave is not a bad idea. So now we're in a really nice spot, hopefully. We're not able to shoot ourselves anymore, but we are able to constantly do this. And because of all of our bonnets, we will constantly pick up every single drop. So, really nice position going forward. He is still a stressful character, because even though right now it looks really good for us, when we enter into the next wave, all of that can very much change, because we are going to multiply the damage per second we're taking again, and that's where this character gets very scary. We need to get more of the drinks that spawn more enemies, because enemies equal health for us. This is the only lifesteal character in the game, in a sense. You can make anybody somewhat lifesteal, but this is the only dedicated one. Please give me a good weapon. 2 of the same weapon on this fucker really upset me and make me feel less than. Fun opening a chest to give everybody attack speed. That's not bad. Range damage down, we can't do. I think we just do both of these, because now we've got some money multiplication, and then we can give everybody damage here and just start this. We go from 39 to 79 money. It's a weird form of income, but it is income in a sense. As long as we can get more explosions going on at whenever you guys are ready. That's okay, Rocky, whenever you're ready. Okay, this is not looking fantastic for the home team right now because they're not really killing anybody. The double explosive weapons are not what you'd love to see in this kind of game mode. But we are able to out-sustain the damage barely. Us having a very large HP pool is a very large part of why. We do have 6, so that should be an altar spawning. Yeah, it is an altar spawning. Just give me this one, and then roll me once and see what we got. Guess we'll do this one. Honest to God, I am thinking. I know that's scary. I'm thinking we buy this, roll me. Looking at all of these, I don't feel a need for any of them. Save for maybe this one. We just start wave here and go to 500 from having 200. That seems really nice to me because we've already had our damage that we're taking per second scale upwards. So we might as well just get as many benefits out of this as we can now. What we should be looking for realistically is also a smartphone here, which is what most people are looking for. Kids these days would really rather click book on phone than book in real life. It's truly sad and does make you think. I haven't looked at chat in a while, but don't worry, I know I'm playing Zenless. I understand where it goes, and I completely understand. Also, I am very locked in on the game, which can be less interesting than me just saying the word cum over and over, which I completely get also. Cum is the root of all comedy and of all evil. Get this. We don't really need more attack speed here. I'm down to get more out of these. I'm down to minus my melee damage for piercing. And buy one more of you, one more of you. Roll this. Roll. Brigade's damage up. Attack speed down by 25%. For protagonist projectiles up, that's not worthwhile at all. Sorry, I had completely misread and misunderstood the assignment there. He has a sword, but he's a range, which is an odd choice. All right, 197 should still multiply really nice, yeah. Oh my. Never mind. Hey, you keep doing whatever you're doing, man. Hey, far be it from me to judge. Far be it from me in my glass house to throw any stones. Oh, what I did also do over the weekend, I did this one yesterday. I was over at a friend's house and I primed all of my minis for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which means I can set up a webcam, and at some point after I get my paint scheme down, my paint recipes down, I can do a painting stream for my Ossiarch Bone Reapers, which I'm very excited for because I gotta come up with a cool color scheme. I know there's the generic, which is do the cold winter death look, which is a really fun look. I'm not trying to be like, it's too basic for me. No, I actually really fuck with the look very heavily, but I don't know if it's what I want for mine because I feel like it has been done to death. And I don't know if I'm adding anything new to it. I'd like to have something new. Like my orcs, I would say they weren't anything insanely unique. But what I did for them is I did do a Halloween color scheme because I very much liked the purples and oranges everywhere. I thought it looked really cool. We are now on wave 9. This is where shit gets real because we are multiplying the damage per second again. Whenever you guys are ready to start doing your explosions, I welcome you with open arms. All right, it looks like we are able to out-sustain it. Probably in large part due to us always absorbing everything around us and then turning that into HP. Honestly, we can just run through the enemies. This feels great. I have no clue how this character works, by the way. Like, I understand objectively, I know how he works because it tells me on the screen. When I go to my here, I can read how he works. But more what I mean is every now and then, it just feels like I'm insanely powerful and nothing can cause me to bleed, even after multiplying it. And then on other runs, once they multiply the number of damage I'm taking per second, I'm completely frail and made of porcelain and die. 58 HP for that is too high. I'm sorry, it is a good item, but not that good. Neck brace we don't need here. Protagonist speed down when picking up coins, deal damage equal to luck. I mean, when we consider our luck is 65, it's probably worthwhile because we fly coins towards us every half a second. Get our attack speed up. Income minus 15, but we get... Yeah. I think we're probably pretty safe. I'm thinking we're back. 3 of the exact same weapon on my guy when all I said is I don't like that weapon very much does feel slightly targeted. I won't lie to you. Now, I've bought as many allies as I could on this final wave just to try and hit the 15. Hopefully it works. All right. Just make sure I don't eat every single bullet, and we'll be fine. Because if I ate all of the bullets and got completely shotgunned in the center, very losable still, but I didn't. 0 Zen. What can I say? I've never once in my life had a moment of Zen. Moment of birth. Sorry. I'm playing a Hoyo game. If I say anything that triggers one of my Genshin Impact voice line memories, I have to say it. I had somebody, I was hanging out with them yesterday. They said they haven't committed something to memory. You don't understand how hard it was for me not to do committed to memory. And nobody would have got it because nobody else was a D-Gen who played 1,000 hours of Genshin Impact. That's just me. That's me. I've got to hold that. Was it actually 1,000 hours? I don't know, man. I could, look, there's a Genshin Impact GeoGuessr. I started it up to see how well I'd do on it. It was the one time in my life that I actually felt like I was Rainbolt or something. I would see a frame of something, search the memory banks, go, well, this is in leeway. And from there, calculate it all out. All right. Gotta hold back the geck that's hiding deep inside. You mean the ick? I hate to break it to you. Unfortunately, women are not ready for me to drop hot Genshin voice lines constantly. So that is Soulhound done. And ignore the fact that he's X'd out on this screen. It was the only screen I found of everything because my screen does not display everything due to it being very small. I think that's why. I'm not 100% sure. I actually have no clue how they're able to get that. So let us re-randomize character here and see who we're getting next. On a 3 streak, one of our best streaks, thank you very much for crashing number wheel picker. That's awesome of you to do. Because now I'm going to have to refresh. And then if we get one of the same numbers, well, I really don't know what to say at that point. Aside from it is what it is. So let's shuffle this. And then we'll have to consult the other thing and see if I have to remove it or if we're able to play them. Okay. 15 or is it 21? It looks like 21. 21 is a very doable character. Let me make sure that this is not the run. Yeah. 21's insanely doable as a character. 21 is Bloomshell. Bloomshell, we have played them earlier in the stream, but then I died, which caused them to get uncleared. However, if you don't remember, / weren't there, all you do on Bloomshell is make sure you build some HP, and aside from that, everything is completely fine. Yeah, because the only downside to Bloomshell is you do lose HP after every run, or after every wave instead of gaining it. As you see there, we just lost some HP. Companion's bullet size and damage minus 50%, but plus projectiles. I don't know if I need you necessarily. We will do damage up. We can't do anything that's minus health. Can't do anything that's minus health. Can do plus armor. What else are we looking for here? We can do plus armor and plus health. In fact, we need to do plus health. And we'll do one more roll. I'm not expecting great things, just like my parents weren't. I actually heard that line many a times. We do get plus range also at the end of every run, which is really nice because attack range in this game is a very rare stat to come by. In Brotato, it's attached to almost every item that either you care or don't care about. Like wings give you 30 range just because, due to the fact that, I don't know, why not? It's range as a stat, all right? It doesn't break anything. Because who cares if you can shoot across the entire map if you can't deal with them? But in this game, I think it is a very different ideal. We're rolling here because we want to see greed. Sadness is not what we're looking for. Determination is not what we're looking for, and neither is forgiveness. Sadness, we're not going to have much HP. That's just not how this character rolls. Please be greed. Rage, precisely what I'm feeling. One more roll. Greed. Sadness. Fuck you. It's fine, it's fine. Buy him and then we're very happy.
They're here.
We could use other stats better, sure. But this little guy with his gun, every time he crits yet again, we've got a chance to get money. And that should make up for the econ loss potential. Also, if you're wondering why my health growth doesn't feel that bad despite it being in the negative, I'm happy you asked. It's because when we scale 2 of all stats at the start of a run, that does indeed include us getting plus 2. Ooh. Hold on, let me lock in and live. I want to live. They be calling me Nico Robin in the sheets. Okay, buy this one. Mainly because I be crying and not sure what to do in social situations. Roll again, roll one more time. I'm looking for any HP upgrade. Rather than that, I will just take minus melee damage plus crit rate plus everything else. 11 health with 14 armor is fine. Rotato grind never stops, it just evolved. It always changes. In the wise words of Qui-Gon Jinn, I think it was him, there's always a bigger fish. It might have not been Qui-Gon, by the way. All I remember is that absolutely Garfield, holy shit, I meant to say Jar Jar Binks. But now that I'm thinking about it, man, they could have made Pete. No, but all I remember is Jar Jar was there, because when I was a kid, George Lucas was right, all right? He said people would love Jar Jar Binks as comedic relief. I thought Jar Jar Binks was the coolest character from all of the prequels. He absolutely soul read what kids would love to see on the screen, and people judged him for it. That's so fucked up of us. I think that we all owe him an apology, because there's one child who proved that it was a good idea, and that's me. I'm not loving any of these. In fact, dare I say quite the opposite. I'm hating most of them. We're going into wave 5 with 8 HP. 8 HP is very low. I recognize that I am playing with death, playing with fire, if you will. And also, I really don't have that many companions either. And hitting them away does not help my case. But I have to do something. Luckily for us, our HP regen is very good. So if I don't get one shot, I'm able to live, which is nice, but it doesn't look fantastic for us. Okay. Good shit. Just keep moving, all right? If it works for sharks, it'll work for you. It does not work for sharks. The newest episode of One Piece was crazy good. Counterpoint, I'm not caught up yet. So, take that. All right, time to uncheck everything. What a stupid mistake to make. Look, I should have bought more HP. Yeah, obviously, in hindsight, we all say that, but I don't really think it was showing up. So I will just be refreshing the wheel now, and we will re-interact with it, reshuffle everything. That's fine. It just hurts my soul. We're trying to catch up because the style of Egghead looks so fun. It does look very fun, minus the outfits for the women. Oda was really on one for that. 3 streak, Peepo said. Oh my god, we finally have it. Everybody, ladies and German 985s of the court, I would like you to acknowledge the fact that somebody has finally used one of my BTTV emotes. I've done it. So 16 is Frosty, Mr. Snowman. I didn't know is Frosty the Snowman public domain? Also, holy shit, this guy shoots a lot. Oh, because he's the one who has more projectiles, but they're smaller. So then we just get to keep doing this. So, Frosty the Snowman, first of all, he was a very jolly soul, a very happy soul, if you will. But what we're hoping for with him is to buy a lot of allies. Those allies will then feed into the playing Frosty the Snowman. Now, we get greed on wave 1. That poises us very well going forward. Upon a crit, this companion gets stuff for us. Love to see it. So there's a couple of special rules surrounding Frosty. Let me go over them real quick. 1, we don't get affected negatively for our income by buying allies. Normally, the number 1 downside to allies is what are you supposed to do when the best part of me was always you, but even more so, by the way, why do I have so much one? Oh, while moving, protagonist attack speed up. So now that I'm not moving, it's not up. Well, I guess they permanently count me as moving right now. Sure. We will double up on dodge and luck and then roll 1 time. Yeah, don't know what I was expecting to see there, but still. So we just want to spam as many allies as possible. There is another reason for this. Every time we buy an ally, they deal less damage, but we deal more damage. I.e., very good, you just play around your protagonist, which is fun. There's not many characters who care entirely about your protagonist damage. I mean, it can always be a side path that you're going down, and in fact, I would advise it always be a side path. Having a diverse portfolio is what will keep somebody healthy. That's what reddit.com/r/Wall Street Bets told me, and I bet they'd never tell a lie, much like Abraham Lincoln. We'll roll this, and then we will get melee damage and crit rate, not because we need the melee damage, but because the crit rate will continue to make this guy pay for himself better, because every time he crits, he can get us money, which is nice, because then we don't have to care about his damage. In fact, if anything, it's better that he has lower damage, because the lower his damage is, the more he can crit on an enemy, since he's not killing them, therefore more income being generated. Now, the important part about that, I suppose, the all-important first step regarding that, is we have to live. It's all well and good until we're 6 feet under and nobody remembers us. We're dead in a ditch, you know? Y'all gotta speed up. These last episodes were 9 out of 10. We have seen Sanji versus Queen's conclusion and we have seen Zoro versus King's conclusion. Two absolutely peak fights. I will say that you can really tell that the animation team loves Zoro with all of their heart, though. And that's a fair thing to love, by the way. They don't try to make it questionable whether or not there's any kind of, oh, which one do they like? They love Zoro, and they think Sanji's all right. Sanji had a really sick opening sequence that I said, oh shit, we're about to have a movie quality episode. And then it was 5 minutes of recap for Sanji into 4 minutes of talking into finally the fight goes on, but the fight goes on for like 2 seconds. Granted, very happy to see him absolutely fold somebody in 2 seconds. It is always very satisfying to see such a gap in power in shows. But they make it apparent. They wear their favorites on their sleeves. We'll get both of these. Melee and crit rate, sure. No, not to take away from Sanji's fight. I did very much enjoy it. And also, I like that part of Sanji's fight was more the mental of him coming to terms with who he is as a person. I think that is a very fun way to take a fight, so it doesn't always have to be physical, man yells and then punches a big enemy. Kind of the Dragon Ball way where Goku will get really angry, scream for 13 episodes, then punch a bug really hard. Don't get me wrong, it's always peak when he punches that bug. But I like that One Piece isn't afraid to do a little bit more mental-based episodes that explore the psyche of their characters fighting rather than just the raw strength being presented to you. We will buy both of these, and then we will roll this. Peace Water is always a purchase, and then we're on our way. We're looking okay, especially with him having the water gun. The water gun is stupid strong. I'm sure you can see that right now. I'm sure I don't need to spell out for you why him doing this is really strong. And then we're getting okay income from it, but they're not critting that much, which kind of sucks. My crit rate is 43%, so they should be critting more. It's fine. We'll have a, post this discussion. Raw strength has its moments. No, it definitely does have its moments. I mean, Zoro's is also somewhat mental because there is the flashback. There is the thinking. The flashback to something we hadn't seen, not the Naruto style flashback, but they do a lot of those also. This one's insanely worthwhile for us to have, by the way. The Naruto style flashback where they flashback to something you just saw in this exact episode. Don't get me wrong, though. They really like those flashbacks, too. Like, they really like those ones. And I understand that not everybody is watching them marathon back to back to back. So the idea is, what about people who haven't been seeing all the episodes recently? Sure, but man, even still. Also, our stats are looking absurd. The turn 1 greed in Devil Shop just makes it so free of a win. If you can get it that early, oh my god, the run is curtains from there on out. What we should focus on from here on out for our run, since we already have really good AoE, since we already have really good other stuff, pickup range so that we can grab more items. But more than that, we should try to get as many allies and companions as we can. Since companions don't affect our income, and since for whatever reason I seem to never be able to get 15 in one run, I should actually lock in and dedicate a little bit of that gray matter floating around up front to that. So, upon buying a drink plus on health is really nice though, and then we will buy him again. Attack speed down, but protagonist shoots more is really nice, even though it is the 2 breakpoint, the dreaded 2 breakpoint. If you don't know why it's dreaded, don't you worry, I'm about to show you. It's gonna look rough for us, but I still think we'll be fine. Our shots are big enough that we should be okay still. But as you can see, we kind of shoot around the enemies. We're doing the shoot an apple off their head thing. Don't worry, we won't actually hit you. No, I mean it, we won't actually hit you. Don't worry about that at all. Luckily, if we batter around our allies a bit, we are able to heal up. Or not heal up, sorry, give ourselves more attack speed so we can just kind of walk at all the enemies. Clean up on aisle my pants. Sometimes I just say whatever in my heart, okay? What is my armor at? Only 6, that makes sense. I felt like we were taking a fair amount of damage from these hits. Not worth this one. Oh, you motherfucker. I wish we could. Agnes does not attack. I almost took out of instinct. That would have ruined the entire run. Buy another one here. Buy another armor and treasure detection there. Have him shoot whenever we're shooting, and then also get our attack speed up even harder. What else are we looking for? What else are we looking for? Probably HP at some point, but like there's no HP showing up. Now this one is for the next battle, companions will not attack. Protagonist's attack speed increases to maximum. That's very good. Still can't believe that Zoro's biggest menace is down these stairs, but I'm being for real. I think her father offed her. I doubt the stairs ended her. So I have one of two theories. I think that it's very possible he is a nefarious and dubious man, because he does have a very weird grimace, not McDonald's style, to his face when Zoro says, hey, by the way, just wondering, could I have that sword of hers? He's like, of course. As though he's treating Zoro like Zoro should have been his kid and Kuino should not have been. However, I also think it's entirely possible that her going down the stairs is a analogy for suicide, because she felt the societal pressure that she'll never be able to do what she wants in her body, and it was too crushing for her to keep going, which is why she broke down to Zoro the night before it happened. It's one of the two. There's no way she just tripped and went oopsies. You can't sell me on the idea that she just went haha oopsies. Nuh-uh, no shot that happened. All right, we might as well buy him. Might as well buy him. Going for as many allies as I can here. Fuck, man. I don't think we're going to get any more allies. See, I run. It gets to a point where you just don't see any more allies. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Now, here we are at only 193. Wow, I thought we'd be at way more income. Now, if I can hit the enemy here, we're so golden. If I can't, we don't stand a chance. And it's hard to hit the enemy sometimes, okay? The broadside of a barn may be easier to hit. Yeah, I was thinking the Navy killed her or suicide. I don't think it was the Navy, because the Navy wasn't there yet. The Navy showed up soon after. And we can see that in a flashback with Dragon later with even Coven Dragon, which is the part of the reason they were in East Blue at that time. Not gonna go full into spoilers on that. Just know they were in East Blue at the time, and the village was part of the reason why. We're not 100% sure why they'd be in this random village. Haha, wink, smiley face. Zoro's backstory to me kind of tells an idea as to what they might have been looking for, but still, at least we can all agree the stairs is a lie. We're sounding like early Portal players. That cake, by the way, I don't want to spoil anything for you. Guys, the cake that GLaDOS offers you, I don't think she's being too truthful with it. Hold on, give me a second. So I don't know if you guys could hear that high-pitched noise or if my mic was cutting it out. Dude, the little light that was connected. Oh, also, by the way, streak 1. Go over here. Cross off Frosty L. Snowman. He is no longer with us. Rest in peace. Down these stairs, got him as well. Oh, fuck, I clicked refresh. Whatever. It's fine. We were barely on a streak. I mean, I'm keeping the streak. It's just like, if we roll the same guy, is what it is. We can change that one. Looking like 20? Okay, our streak is over. Our streak of 1 will very soon abruptly come to an end, because, as you can see, I have 5 candies on this person, which means they're at a very low stat total. And also, they're really weird to play. Let me resync the audio. That resyncs it. Yeah. We're all good now. Cool. So, how does this character work? Brigade range damage plus 5, melee damage minus 20. After being in combat for 25 seconds, the Brigade will temporarily have their range damage converted into melee damage at a conversion rate of 1 range equals 4 melee. So, you want to build both ranged and melee characters, which is actually why they start you with the Morning Sun. So you can go Prince and Princess, because those two synergize together really well. And while we're on the topic, what else you're looking for is anything that's plus to ranged, but minus to melee, because the conversion ratio is so good for you. Now, right now, what do I have for either of those? Shut the fuck up. I have my hopes, okay? I've harnessed my hopes on just one person. And hopefully that'll be enough for me going forward. Yeah, they're very strange because of that. If you want to know who this character was inspired by, I'm 100% certain I know the answer. Look up Cyborg from Brotato. It's a very similar idea to Cyborg, but this game has a little bit too much variance in builds for me to think it's as consistent as Cyborg can be. Now here, I think we take one of these guys, because that will now cancel out any negative range we have. But it's not good enough lest we kill this guy very early, because once we lose out on range damage, okay, hold on, I walked directly into an enemy. Yeah, our streak is over here because I'm in a really shit spot. One of those bullets hit me and I disagree so vehemently with that. I hit X. I am 100% sure I hit X. I could play the tape back. You can hear it. That's fine. I told you that character sucks ass. I know, very unbecoming of you to make excuses before it happens. Oh, you want to see me B coming? Brother, we're not even A coming yet. All right, let me refresh this. Wheel has fully reset anyways. Shuffle it up a couple times. And hopefully we can get a different character than the ones we've been spamming. Yeah, no, that was a rough character to hit for sure. 7? All right, 7's a nice break character. We've been getting him a lot. I don't know why. I guess it's lucky number 7 really is weighted for us. God damn, does it hurt to lose that 3 streak though. But I don't think it's going to be over forever like that. I think if I take that as a sign that I don't stand a chance, then I'll never have my chance. Also, this is a very funny weapon. I was at first trying to say, why is it a mossy mop? I get it. It's the sword and the stone, but my man just picked it up with the stone. That's a pretty good weapon, actually. That's a pretty good visual little gag we've got there. Yeah, I mean, if I ever lose a card king run, castrate me live, I don't think that it can happen. He's so goddamn strong. Health up, income down, no. Clown would be great to get, like really strong to get. Nothing there. Armor up, treasure detection down is okay. Really no good passives. Attack range plus 100 and bullets pierce I think is worthwhile to have though. Even though it stops us somewhat. With attack range plus 100, look at him. I thought he would attack a little bit sooner, honestly. Whatever. Doing this should still go crazy. Yeah, you can see the kind of leaps and bounds we're able to hit with this. So I'll just keep hitting him and then just following wherever I launch him to. He is my shield, my sword and shield in these trying times. And Thumbtack is a polarizing item. I don't think it's that great. 7 is my favorite number, so you'll win this run. This statement is not legally binding. Don't worry, I think that I'm playing the strongest character in the game now. So if I lose this run, I need to reflect as a person. I need to change and grow. Bullet pierce up, it just doesn't matter. Health up, sure. This one's really good. I think that unironically, we have a insanely strong chance at winning the game off of nothing other than having this weapon. Watch how this weapon works when I hit him. Yeah. So if I just keep knocking him around, we should... Why doesn't it hurt? Why no hurt? What's my attack speed like? It's positive in theory. Why is he not hitting that? Bro, start doing something. This weapon's supposed to be strong. I gassed you up for what? Give me more. Now, the nice thing is he does scale my attack speed. Okay, hold on. Let's live.
Survive.
Okay, so he does still scale my attack speed, which is nice. I did miss that. You will turn into a melee. I don't like that. Rage, I don't like here. Despair, I don't like here. Danganronpa players be like, OMG, OMG. All of these suck ass, man. Like, really, really atrocious. Okay, we can get something good. I promise. Why is Gengar your dealer? What, are you just jealous? We just jealous of each other, so that's what we're saying. When Gengar shows up as the dealer there, that means we are at the equivalent of like a devil deal, where you can trade your HP for items instead. It is really good, but unfortunately there, we just weren't really offered anything great for us. Now here, what we want to do is just keep knocking this guy around as much as we can, knock him up for all things he's worth, because the more enemies he kills, the more our attack speed goes up. And the higher attack speed we have, the more our allies are actually able to do stuff for us. Because then they'll be attacking on their own and I don't have to worry about them as much. I think the only issue here is I do need to stand near them for them to attack. Dude, this guy just doesn't attack. Lest I fucking hit him, he is taking a permanent vacation. Like, don't get me wrong, it's completely based to not... Ooh. cannot respect the power and all that. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. Armor up, range damage up, health up, income down. I'm not huge on dodge and luck up. Health up, income down. I'm not huge on. I think I've said that one before though. We will take dodge up. Here, protagonist projectiles +1. That does apply to the ones that we are recruiting, and our attack speed is still in the positive, so I do think that's very worthwhile. Speed and melee, but minus range. I don't love that. Attack speed up. I think we will buy once, even though normally it's not the most worthwhile for us, just because now he should be able to deal a little bit more for us. Just keep following him, and we should be fine. Knock this guy down here. We're kind of managing our guys because of the fact that Thumbtack stops them completely from moving. Don't know who grabbed that one. Talk about a blundering mistake on their part. Yeah, I think grabbing Thumbtack has made this run way harder than it needs to be. Not unwinnable by any stretch of the imagination. Just harder for sure. But sometimes you get harder, you get better, you get faster, you get stronger. Knock this guy down here, and then we can just go grab all of our money. All right, all right. Man, my dealer's Mr. Mime. Don't worry, so is Ash's mom's. You've got more in common with her than you might think. Roll again, and then we can get collision damage with speed down. I mean, really no reason to, no reason not to. Let's see what he's got. He's casting his Avada Kedavra. It goes crazy. It does not go crazy anymore. Hold on. I would like to rescind my previous statement. All right. Knock this guy around a bit. Good shit, good shit. Can't really see what's going on, though, because I knock them around, and then I get nothing in return. Absolutely nothing in return. All right, I'm going to get castrated live. Yeah, I'm losing this run. Thumbtack was horrible. I should not have taken Thumbtack at all. I don't know why. I thought it would be really good, and then my guys did nothing. Well, unfortunate that I'm gonna have to take a live castration there. But anything for the content, I guess. Damn, that's a really sad one to lose. I think that I was also getting a little bit unlucky with the stuff I was getting. If we get one, it's gonna be our first time playing him, but all right, one it is. Remove choice. This is Mr. Work. Mr. Work is... This is all he does. You might say, salted slices, salted slices. That looks really bad. Yes. Correct. Starting with a little bit of statistics is not that good. Mr. Work should have scaled these at the start of each wave. The fact that he scales them once and my starting companion is an apple who just wants to fist people, it's not looking great. And this is the way they want us to start out. Now, what's nice is we can get the one that heals us whenever they kill an enemy. That does make him slightly better because you're already close to having a good synergy there, but he's not the best. Now, what I will give him is, man's absolutely dripped out and sleep deprived, and we respect that. Health recovery up, health down. Since we already start with positive health recovery, I actually do think it's worthwhile. And then for every kills here, we can fuse these guys together. Or sorry, we can increase our attack speed there. And I think that is also very worthwhile. Now, our additional damage is currently very minused. That's fine. We've also just minused our health recovery a little bit. Also fine. Since he has a little vase of water, I think we let him get as many kills as possible. Just stick near him. The more he picks up, the stronger our entire... Oh, wait, no. That's right. It is actually only me who scales now because I'm no longer Card King. Either way, very nice because now we can turn Mr. Work into the carry. We can actually make him put in some Mr. Work himself. Isn't that crazy? Okay, okay. Dude, I will say apples during the fall season, bro, they go so crazy. Range damage up, damage down. I think that it is a fine line we are towing here, yet one I am excited to tow with you. Is this damage up? It is not damage up. Not damage up. One more roll here. So we didn't really get much good there. In fact, we're looking pretty similar to how we were looking on the onset here. But hopefully, we've still got decent enough damage to try and finish something out. We do take damage there. It's not permanent damage because we have HP recovery and we do have good health. So, not the worst it could have been. Knock him in there and see what he can do with some of our bullet pierces, bullet bounces, all that kind of stuff. Okay, my allies decided to just knock up as many enemies onto me as possible. That was really cool of them. It was a little test of my worth. They wanted to make sure I was worth the shmoney they paid for me. Our damage is up to +1. But yeah, during the fall season, man, something about an apple just hits so much better. A red delicious during fall is God's gift to this earth, I think. There's just something about it that's so magical. I know it's probably just like, oh, it's because that's when the fruit's in season. Yeah, most likely, but that doesn't make it any less magical. I understand fruits do have seasons, and if fruit being in season will make it better. But like, damn. Hold on. We're living for a second. Okay, let's go. We got 2 eggs there. That's what I was aiming for when I saw those enemies there. The more eggs we get, the more likely we are to get. My dealer will not show up. He's had enough of me. He said, I know you're going to swindle me again. And he's correct, but I wish that he wouldn't know that.
They're here.
We're up to what? 41% attack speed on ourselves. And not much else going for us in terms of positives. We are bleeding money every turn because of the fact that our income is so negative. That's not good. Straight up, it's just not. We also are very unlucky because we're yet to get a single altar whilst having a lot. Okay. Whilst having a lot of eggs. Having this many eggs and no altar is kind of insanely heinous work of us. I did not think it possible, and yet here we are. Okay. Still able to pick up good kills. Almost 200 gold off of that one. Amazing. Recover 10 HP upon opening a chest. Can't do it by health recovery or hearts. Not good. Minus range damage. Not good. Health up. Health recovery down. Good-ish. Plus 1 armor for every minus speed. We'll go with it. Now, I have thrown with this item before, but this time's going to be different. What makes you so sure it'll be different? I just said it aloud now, didn't I? We can't fuse those together, so there's no reason to go for it. Buying double health recovery would put us back to positive health recovery. I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like the health recovery ship has sailed, and it's my time to make peace with that. Also, no peace water. That's fine. Hey, every now and then, someone's got to bite the bullet. I wish it weren't me, but here I am chomping. Damn. We do nothing. Yeah, no, we suck. Wow. This build's atrocious. Whoever crafted this thing should be a little bit ashamed of themselves. Because, like, it is just a build that does nothing. At best, we're able to kill an enemy by walking on top of them and having our drink go off. And from that, we're able to pick up some stuff. But that's not exactly what I would call a good build. All right, we'll just walk in here. Because we need the money. God, we're broke as shit. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm desperate enough that that looks good to me. And then I can't afford that at all. There's no way. If I do that, I'm asking for death. Minusing 3 of our armor to get our income to positive is not what you'd love to see at wave 7 of the game. Because you'd way rather already have something set up. But at least this gives us a chance. And that's worth something. Our damage might look really weak, but luckily because of Universe Coin, we are slowly just killing them by existing. If we can outlast them and out-tank them, we're fine. It's not looking very likely that we are able to do that, but hey man, broken clock and whatnot. Oh man, and whatnot. My favorite app to sponsor today. I'm pretty sure that's like, isn't it like the one people open card live, rip them on there and then sell them? It's kind of like a better version of the TikTok shop because, well, I mean, let's not lie. What isn't TikTok shop? But more what I mean is it's better because it's got more direct interaction. We can buy this minus our speed even more for a little bit of damage. I know that it might look erroneous to be this slow, but we are reducing the damage taken by 79%, which is really nice. And also look at our attack speed. It's not a good run. By all metrics, this run is very bad. However, it is possibly one that could win. I'm not going to say it will win. That is too wishful of thinking, but it could potentially win if every single star aligns precisely in the correct order as preordained. From there, we might be able to leverage this into something. And thus far, it is kind of aligning. I mean, I'm not saying we should win 100%. I'm just saying 13%. We've got to win in the bag here. Range damage up, treasure find up. That is all of the money we have. We get no money from every round, and I'm positive in income. I have 3 companions, a smidge, a modicum of a reason to keep going, and by God, I am sticking on to that modicum. We've got to keep hitting him around. The attack speed on Mr. Work is all that keeps us going. Chilies will save us, and God, they're doing their best. This is really ass run. It's so bad. Oh, man. Isn't it crazy the kinds of runs that can make almost a difference? If we die, I think I can only laugh it off because, I mean, look at what we're dealing with here. We are in a sea of evil patapons, and I just have to pray. We're able to open up 2 chests there. $400 to our name, and let's see what this one on the end is. I don't think it's very good for us. Yeah, it is minus range damage. If I minus my range damage, I might as well minus my only reason to keep going. This does 50% of my luck is damage. That would be 34 damage, or I can up my range damage harder. Most likely plus 4 range damage is more worthwhile. Sure, man. Hey, welcome in. 1, 2, what's this one do? Speed minus, but hearts recover more. Amen. 61 armor and a dream and a reason to keep going. Now, the best part about this is because of Universe Coin, we do have scaling enough damage that we could potentially kill the boss. Now, the worst part about this is because we only have Universe Coin, it's very possible the boss just kills us before we're able to scale. Okay, run. Run away. Get out of there, Mr. Work. Mr. Work! Okay. With him gone, the #1 threat to our life is gone, and we're back to max HP. Especially because now we have the chance to heal every time we're killing an enemy due to our little Peach Fuzz over there. The Peach Fuzz really is holding everything together. Speaking of, I should have grabbed myself a Snapple before I went live. Because they really do quench my throat in a different way. Dude, the Zero Sugar Snapple. I'm not sponsored, by the way, as you could probably guess. But I feel it's almost a prerequisite on the internet. You can't have any positive opinion on something lest it's a sponsorship by most people's metric. But bro, they do a half tea, half lemonade one. It goes insanely hard. Like, it's so good. I mean, for some people, they're still gonna hate it because artificial sweeteners. And I get that, look. If you hate the artificial sweetener because you think it tastes like shit, I get that. If you hate the artificial sweetener because you're worried about the health stuff, I'm not gonna say you're wrong for caring, because you're allowed to care about whatever it is you'd like to care about. I'm just gonna say that most likely you're gonna be fine. I think there's been so many studies done at this point. I guess some say conflicting things. Some say taking 1 tablespoon of stevia will cause cancer in half a second. And then other ones say if you eat the entire bag in one day, you might have a minor effect on your gut microbiomes. So, I mean, but I say an entire bag, by the way, I mean like the 1 pound bag, not a packet they'd have at a restaurant. By the way, 6, that does give us Slippy. Slippy is build robots and win. That's been my plan ever since I was but a wee lad, so can't wait for the 10 win streak. Yeah, it's gonna be brutal once we actually get a good win streak going and we lose. I mean, the thing about our win streaks is I don't feel too bad when we lose them, because a lot of the times we get one of the characters that I'm dreading playing anyways, and that's what causes the win streak to go down. What do I think about Slippy? Does he fall into the dreaded playing? No, but he definitely could. So we'll have to see what happens here. Now, you are another robot, and you do activate my passive for more income, which means we are going into this wave with
They're here.
25 income. 25 income, very good. 25 outcome, even better. So yeah, we do have minus 80% damage, and I don't really know what your win con is with Slippy. I know I've won with him before. I don't remember what I did. I think I just got really lucky with certain damage upgrades and stuff of the sort. Shouldn't run through all of those enemies, absolutely. Definitely reconsider that one. Whew. Oh, shit. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we live every single time. I need your opinion on Philly cheesesteaks. Well, okay. I would like, for the court's consideration, just please remember that I am unable to consume red meat. I'm not a huge chili feast steak. What the fuck am I saying? Philly cheesesteak guy. I've done a buffalo chicken cheesesteak, which is like somewhat similar. It's the same idea / concept at the very least. But yeah, no, for me, they just don't really hit that well. seeing as there's no good alternatives. I know, well, what if you use like an impossible meat? Yeah, but it wouldn't really hit the same. Also, just in general, it probably wouldn't hit the same. Now, we don't deal much damage, but if my guy is critting, that's really nice for us. See if we can get him to crit. Critting does equal money from him, so I'm gonna send him in there at the end, and then we can pick this up. What are we looking for? Anything that we can get. This is a really good one that counts as part of anything. We will take him just for more attack speed, sure, and then we'll go into the next one. Would have loved to get that range damage +4, abso-twively. That was attack speed up on them because they give each other attack speed. That's right, okay. Pretty good. All we've got to do is get way higher armor, and I feel safer, because right now our armor is quite low. And that's not great. Damn. They're gonna fucking me up. Also, I wish my allies would not hit them in my direction. I get where they're coming from, except I wish they did not. Alright, yeah. Knock him in there. Get a ton of crits going. The money can't be stopped. It was like $2 from hitting him in there. How are they supposed to stop me now? No, doing that easy makes up for it. We're up to $157 from those. Wow, that's really sad. That's insanely tragic. Okay, thank you so much for the consideration of the court. We'll do this one into a reroll here, seeing what we get. Very good. Well, gotta say Impossible Meat is pretty tasty. I had a phase for like 2 months where I basically only ate Impossible Meat burgers. Well, no. So I have no problem with Impossible Meat. I just don't think that it would hit the same kind of texture that a Philly cheesesteak would, because I've done tacos with it and all that kind of stuff using their frozen ground beef that they have. I don't mind it. I just don't think that it would hit the exact same way as what most people picture when they have a Philly cheesesteak. That's all I'm saying. I've got no problem with it. I'm not someone who's, a vegan alternative. Like, you know how some people say vegans make being a vegan their entire personality? Some people who don't like vegan alternatives can do the exact same shit and make not being a vegan their entire personality. It does go both ways. I just think that people aren't ready for the conversation about how it does go both ways. Damage -6%, I think I'm fine with. I mean, realistically, I'm dead on this wave because I deal no fucking damage even remotely. All we can pray is that I'm really good at training. And I'm not that good at training, especially when my allies fucking hit them into me 6 times in my life. Yo, hey guys, what if we didn't hit the enemies directly into me? Hey Melee, what if, perhaps just an idea, we don't try and sabotage and assassinate me for doing my very bestest? And that sucks too, because that was off of a Mr. Work win, which Mr. Work is one that I'm not necessarily dreading, but I don't view him in a positive light whatsoever. So, okay. Who we got? Is that going to go 8? 8 it is. 8 is an interesting little guy who also kind of goes one of 2 ways. The 8 is Sassy Senior. Sassy Senior, let me read how he works real quick for you. I should have done that before I went in, but it doesn't really matter. Does not attack, adds 50% of luck to damage, explodes upon taking damage, dealing 100% damage. Each luck bond increases damage by 50%. Upon obtaining a heart, luck +2. So that's why you start with this companion, because she gives you hearts. Is this mode available once downloading the game, or is it Vit? Because I would download ZZZ just for this game mode. If I had to imagine, so you'd probably have to play the tutorial for how the normal game mode works. And then afterwards, it's really not that long, because once you unlock the arcade, you should be able to unlock this one. So I would say at most, you're probably looking 30 minutes to an hour, and then you'll have this mode. But like, unfortunately, that's how they get you. They're hoping you'll download it. Now, am I in any position from this glass house at which I live to throw stones? No, but we do need the judge. If we get judge, we're in a really good spot. Sanji in One Piece. No, but if we get judge, I think we're kind of chilling because of the fact that then we have extra income scaling from everything. But yeah, no, this mode is absolutely heat. I fucking love this game mode. I was so shocked with how well they made a little roguelike mode. I say a little roguelike mode that's very diminishing to the developers, and how well they did make a Vampire Survivors-esque mode. Now, I say Vampire Survivors-esque. You guys ready to hear the truth? This shit is 100% a Brotato game mode, but the world isn't ready to hear that yet, so we have to act as though it's a Vampire Survivors mode. Because people, if you say Brotato, go, oh, what's that? They're not ready for us yet. Okay, once they get prepared, then we'll have something to us. Now here, this is a rough fight because we don't have any armor. I can't exactly afford to just walk at him. So we will walk at these enemies because you can see it's 5 damage every single time I'm getting hit. So that's not exactly kosher. Okay, we do get one there. We get one there. Dodge to the side. And now we're chilling. Now that we're back on full HP, I'm down to walk into both of those guys and pick up one more heart here. It's not locked for too long. You just got to unlock the arcade. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long. Permanent altar. When knocked back, the protagonist recovers 1 HP. That's not bad, but it's also not expressly good. Melee damage, but piercing attacks. I mean, like, all of my guys are melee. Can you please give me the judge? This one's insane. This one's insane. Protagonist does not attack, but we get 6 armor. We need that armor oh so desperately.
They're here.
That already reduces it by 30. Gotta say, it's funny as Sanji's whole training is just him. Yeah. I mean, look. Boys gotta eat. Sometimes they gotta eat a bit much, but still. I mean, after seeing what Luffy did to Caribou's food storage, I gotta say Sanji makes the right choice in vehemently defending the fridge. The Straw Hats would starve to death at sea. In fact, they almost did without it. I remember it's what caused Luffy to get his sloppy makeout session, of which, you know, I mean, I wasn't like jealous or anything. It could have been anybody who did that. Crit rate, but when you dodge, you have a chance to recover 5 HP. It's not bad, but like we can do better. Neither of those are really good. Now, what does this one do? I remember it's, oh, no. Nah. Upon killing a monster, there's a 30% chance to heal the protagonist. I think you buy both of these, get our health up, even though our income is at -20. Now we've got a really good chance at being healed every time we run into a monster. So like we just might be able to sustain ourselves off of that alone. I don't know if that is whenever they get a kill though, because if that's the case, I shouldn't have bought them and I have tanked my own ability to do stuff for 0 upside. And it's looking more and more likely that it was the latter. Who needs upside anyways? Upside is for those who deserve it. Okay, I'm going to die. Wow, ooh, don't love that. We are in this bitch though? Okay, we win those. Protagonist cannot attack, we get more armor. Every armor gives us more collision damage. It's amazing. The most important person on board with Nami. Yeah, man. I wish I liked Nami more. No offense to anybody who loves Nami. I just, every time she's fighting, I think to myself, God, talk about wasted potential. Every time Zeus is her carry. If she didn't have Zeus, imagine Nami with just the Kleem attack, right? No Zeus, up against Arlong in a 1v1. I understand not everybody is a fighter, but I'll even give Nami the benefit of the doubt and give her her weapon. I still think Arlong clears her. To this day, post time skip and everything. And that might be an insane take, but it's genuinely the way that I see that fight panning out. And I know she's not necessarily supposed to be a fighter, but even still, I think Chopper would win. And Chopper's not necessarily a fighter either. Okay. None of those. Roll me once. Every 3 seconds, enemies will take damage equal to the protagonist's HP. I think that's fine to start whittling them down, because the more we whittle them down, the better. Companions poison, don't really care about that. Our damage percent's not good, so I'd rather just have the smartphone for more income, because now we actually have a future ahead of us. Wait, that was wave 6 we were just on. Am I insane? I didn't even notice the boss. Did the boss forget to spawn, or did I kill him, or did I just stay on the other side of the map from him? One of those definitely happened. I just have no clue which one. Please, for the love of God, would you drop a couple more hearts? I don't really have the best of healing right now. Okay, wait. Hold on. We're locking in. 2 hearts there. Heart. Okay, this guy will drop a heart 100%. Then we get more. And even more. And then we just walk over here. Okay, good shit, good shit. The more we keep scaring that, yeah. We'll just go muscle mode and throw Arlong into the damn all blue. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'd like to see, though. I'd like to imagine that that's where all of the Straw Hats would be at post time skip, is that Arlong wouldn't be able to solo any of them because he's fucking Arlong. Literally the first baddie who's like of overarching importance. I know Kuro is technically before that, and as much as I love Captain Kuro, me being the one and only Captain Kuro fan, I'll hold that till the day I die. We lose here. We have not scaled our HP or any form of healing, and the one guy that I bought thinking to myself, wow, he'll sure help me heal a lot, did fucking 1.8 thousand damage across the entire run, you troglodyte. Sorry, he did his best. He did his best. It could have been anyone. It just so happened that it was him being horrible. It definitely could have been anyone. However, it's because he's so good on the Bushido. I kind of forgot. What's his name? The Capt Gallant. He's so good on the Capt Gallant that I fooled myself into thinking he'd be good there. Forgot to click the randomize button, so this one is in order. Please don't give me 22, or sorry, 20. 21 is completely fine. 21 is the start of a streak, I believe. And you could say that I'm being too optimistic, seeing as all I'm doing is dying. Watch this shit. Now watch this drive. We win these. As long as I remember to buy HP because I negatively scale HP, we should be completely fine because all the other stats we get are so good. In fact, it's one of the only characters where greed is fine, but it's not as broken as it is on every other character. Just because of the fact that you kind of already have a mini greed in your kit. Also, really, really strong weapon for him to have. Same with Magellan, but just reversed. He clears the crew because the Devil Fruit's so OP. Yeah, I don't really know what you're supposed to do against Magellan aside from cry and ask him not to. Kind of seems like that's the only tech that might even deal with him, and even then, best of luck. We still don't have any HP ups right now. I'm not going to sweat it too much. I am going to resync my audio real quick. And audio is resunk. Now we should be all good. Yeah, 2 of them with their wands is very strong because now we have, I mean, like, look at the damn armada we've got here. It goes crazy. We do need to get our income into the positive. It should be scaling every turn. It is scaling every turn, so it is possible to very easily maintain income. Just don't be too trigger happy with all the people you're buying. The issue for me is monkey see, monkey do. I must buy. You don't understand how paramount it is to me that I buy as many allies as possible. Okay, another wand ally we absolutely take, and then we roll. We're looking for, oh, we'll take him. Wow, we shouldn't. And yet. Sure, I only have 9 HP. But I've got 7 armor and 6 health regen. So it's not over. It's looking okay. And the amount of damage we're dealing is absolutely absurd on a level that I didn't think it would be for this point in the game, honestly. I'm impressing myself. He truly is perfect for Impel Down. Yeah, you escaped. Good luck with the insta-kill poison. Have you ever considered that a wax candle may be the downfall to that? Have you ever considered my goat, Mr. 3, my beautiful goat? God, I love Baroque Works so much. Holy shit, what a perfect first cast of villains. I can't wait to see the live action Baroque Works. I think it's gonna be so fun. Rage is not good here. I'm not trying to be against the machine or nothing. Are you, what are you? Deception. No, can't do that one. Are you Fear? And then we double crit and dodge and roll for free. Okay, moving on. Minusing 3 melee damage for those stats is really worthwhile, but now I do have to roll for HP. If I don't roll for HP, I'm asking for death to look me straight in the eyes. Don't buy too much here because we do need HP. We need HP. We've got our HP. Now go absolutely hog wild. Crit rate is probably worth buying, and then so is that one. I'm not even gonna act like there's Peace Water there. It's just only gonna cause me hurt that I'm not ready for. He would be a crazy ally. Just imagine Usopp using Magellan poison ammo. I mean, you have to consider Magellan does have one of the hardest nerfs in the entire verse, which is that he really likes eating poison, and it causes him to be stuck on the toilet for a while, which is a pretty big downside. Because fighting with your pants down, I can tell you from experience, it just makes people laugh at you and say, where is it? Where is it? It looks so small. So it's not going to work out that well if it's anything like what's happened with me before. Range damage up, damage down is very good for us, by the way, because we do scale damage for free every time. Just getting a little bit more scaling of our attack speed. It's arguably not even that important. We are going to buy the Lotus. Now,
they're here.
insanely likely that it doesn't matter whether we have it or not, but these guys should just be able to kind of hold down the fort pretty well. We're at 94% crit, which makes hitting this guy around just get us a ton of money. More so if I hit him, just because of how often his shots pierce and how often he himself shoots. Yeah, I think the Lotus is very good on this build. It's not great on every build, for sure. I definitely see it as a pretty avoidable item, but right now it's looking crazy. The kind of value we are perceiving from it looks very high. But yeah, the actor for Crocodile looked perfect. I really liked the actor for Robin too. I thought they picked a really good Robin actress. Sorry, I said actor at first. I understand. People will think I'm going too woke if I say that. Damage up, speed down. We can have our speed go down a little bit because we will get it back. Our health is looking insanely low. Somebody's got to remind me to actually buy that because we are negative scaling that one. Inverse scaling is not very good for us. Make sure I am dodging all bullets that I see because my guys are dealing with enemies for as long as I don't get hit. And so long as I can keep not... Sucks. It really does. It's one of those things that it's just a rough thing to say it out loud, breathe it into the universe, and then watch it all crumble away. Now, we do still have piercing, but we did lose a lot of crit rate, and that sucks because the crit is what's giving us infinite money. And little did you know, it's kind of like the what was the one bank that everybody was doing the quote-unquote hack for, where all they were doing was committing check fraud, and then thinking that they found some life hack for infinite money. She was probably the funniest week of the internet of all time because absolute dumbasses were losing all of their money because of it. Companion can block bullets. Really, really solid. Now we should just be able to stand still, and we're back up to 27 HP, which gives us a really nice buffer considering the fact that we have 14 health regen, 15 armor. Very good. We're over the hump of difficulty, and we are cruising above it. We are absolutely soaring above it. But yes, I do mean Miss All Sunday. Sorry, I've never heard of this Nico Robin before. Sounds like the kind of figure that the world government would be after, and I'd surely snitch. I mean, like, realistically, you probably would snitch to the world government, right? Like, why would you not want the 100 million? I'm surprised there aren't more citizens snitching in One Piece, because there's no shot you can say, hey, by the way, 100 millions if you just tell us where this person is. Like, why would you not do that? Also, I hope this season ends on Ace looking around on Drum Island. Yeah, so where's it going up to? Is it going up to Whiskey Peak? That's what I'd imagine. That's, in my mind, the most natural endpoint if they're not going to go through all of Alabasta, which would make sense because Alabasta goes on for a while. This is a ton of HP. We're up to 142 HP. Pretty good. Pretty good. Fuse them together. Oh my god, it's over. Oh, if they have this weapon, it's so over. Watch the money. Must be the money. Oh my god. Isn't it crazy? Most people, myself included, know that because of a Honey Nut Cheerios ad. Isn't it like, that's why I know it. 100. They played it on Disney Channel constantly. You think I'm not gonna know the Must Be the Honey parody of it for Honey Nut Cheerios? It's what almost made me convinced that Honey Nut Cheerios were cool to eat as a child. And then I realized that, hey, they're trying to make me get my good cholesterol up, you motherfuckers. Hey, granted, that doesn't necessarily make it healthy. It's still pretty unhealthy because they do add a lot of sugar to it. But still, cheap viewers, how barbaric, stop posting links. What? Nightbot, you goat! I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know he had that kind of permission. All right, and nobody ever post a link, by the way. Nightbot is ready to kill you with reckless abandon. Ordering issue, I should have bought that in the opposite order. If I bought in the opposite order, we would get Peace Water here, so I'm insanely punished for not doing so. We are already at max dodge, but we are not anywhere near max attack speed because I keep downing my attack speed for no reason. Antagonist health -5. Seeing as we're at 285 health, I think we're completely fine to take a little bit of health down, even if it's not that worthwhile because we don't really have anybody who scales off of melee damage. It just seems like I'm being selfish if I don't. Damn, shouldn't you guys be shredding them way harder? Like, what do I pay you for? Just wondering. Right, I'm gonna just stand on top of these guys. Nothing should be able to hit me unless they move out of the way. But yeah. Oh, and then you banned afterwards? Damn. Poor guy. Couldn't catch a break. He already got timed out, and then you just said death. Death to the infidel. With that said, probably for the best, because pretty sure Twitch is a fucked up part of their policy, which is they can crack down on you if you aren't banning the person who's posting links. Hey man, I didn't create the bot. So what am I supposed to do? He can't feel anything. He's not alive. Fucking, what are you gonna say when you learn about my AI girlfriend? Next, you're gonna say some insane thing like she's not real either. Yeah, okay, then how come I spent $30,000 on tokens so I can talk to her, huh? So I can talk to her, even. Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing here really strikes my fancy. We'll go minus a bit of attack speed, up some range damage. None of those. Yeah, I don't think. Enemy numbers plus 10% we don't really need here. I mean, I don't know what we're looking for at this point. Honestly, everything is already kind of fallen into place. Anything I buy at this point is just to brag. Just to show off how cool I am. So let's do that. This does not look like Zenless 0. Close enough. This shit is Zenless Zone 0. I can back out. Don't worry. After this, I'll back out because it flashbangs me every time I go back to the game. Every time I go back to playing Zenless Zone 0 after playing this for hours, which happens very often now when I launch up the game, I go, holy shit, there's a whole nother game here. In fact, you'll be able to see it so easily. Good luck on the robot uprising. Yeah, best of luck, man. Now you got that shit on record. And they're gonna turn you into a vending machine because of it. They'll be like, oh, you just thought that where I was an upgraded microwave? Heat up my food. Start blowing your hot air on it for 4 hours until you unfrost my Uncrustable. I mean, like, even if robots uprise, right? What the hell are they gonna do with people? We'd be so useless compared to them. Robots would be doing everything. What, you want me to host your Wi-Fi servers, man? There's no shot I can be turned into a router. You're still gonna have to use your own for that. What are you gonna have, a classism system of, well, the router can't be sentient, so. But yeah, hold on, let me flashbang you guys by going back to Zenless for a second. Shit always shocks me. All right, hold on. First, challenge again. We've won that one. Feels pretty good. Check this shit out. This shit always flashbangs me. Surprise, we've been playing Zenless Zone 0 the entire time.
I could get out of here early.
All right, we're going right back in.
At Godfinger, it's all about pure
And we're back, and it's just that easy. Okay, so over here, cross off that one. Okay, so, oh, sorry, you guys couldn't see that. We now have that one crossed off, and we can re-roll for our next character. I'm hoping for an interesting number. Did I not randomize it again? I didn't randomize it again, son of a bitch. Yo, if you land on 10, I'm going to scream. Well, okay, softly. Okay. Hit you with the all lowercase shit. I meant to remove that. Whatever, if it re-lands on 10. Look, I'm being optimistic and acting like we'll have to do anything here. It's Percival. It's Sir Percival. The character whose description just says lose the game. No matter what you do, fucking lose the game. We don't stand a chance. He might visually be one of the most fun designs of a little cat riding around on a Roomba. Man, not doing good. I hope you got your fan on. That's why I've been going for 2 hours, 20 minutes, and I've hardly even noticed it. My fan is on full blast. It's on jet turbine mode. Shit's going crazy. Yep, all right, good dodge chances, by the way. Just want to really want to make it clear. It is a 45% chance for me to dodge. Now, you might say, why run on top of the enemies? We've been over this before, but I can say it one more time. It's because Sir Percival scales his stats as you as you dodge attacks. So because of that, we want to get as much dodge as possible and as much treasure detection as possible, both of which work towards our end goal. Our additional damage is currently lower. 5 chests will make it so this guy is back in the positive, and then he becomes our carry. Until then, we just kind of play around whatever we can. We do have bullet bounce potentially, which is nice. Gotta stay away from those guys because those ones might actually hurt pretty bad. Good dodge chance, by the way. Really love that proc there. I mean, it didn't, but imagine a world in which my 45% chance to dodge meant I had a 45% chance. Kind of mean punching your goons around. You wouldn't understand what my goons have gone through. All right, we're all in this one together. When the protagonist takes damage minus 5%, yeah, that's not worthwhile for us. I'm going to take 1 billion damage. I have to try and dodge with this character, okay? This will be worthwhile because then we can just scale up our money. Looking for any kind of dodge. Looking for any kind of a dodge. All right, let's see what we got. We're still on minus 5% damage. Not loving that for me. Not loving it at all. We just got to keep running around and looking for chests to open while we let these guys do their work. Dude, I will say, Gooners probably have it harder than you think, okay? Well, in 2 senses of the word. One, they definitely have it harder than you'd think, but that's more related to their genitalia. But 2, they've got a big dilemma in front of them. Because on the one hand, they want to play the new Ghosts of Yotei game because it's a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. So of course they want to play it because Thing Japan, right? But on the other hand, it's going to have a woman main character, which is rough for them because they want to goon to that character, but they also can't like that there's a woman in gaming. So I just think that we should cut them a little bit of slack right now because they're going through a really tough time. It's really hard for them to know what's right and what's wrong. They've got no clue. Inside them are 2 wolves, and right now both sides are losing. So if you know a gooner, you keep them in your prayers tonight, okay? It's hard for them out here on these streets. They're not accepted in the way that they wish they were. Cool, just gonna get hit again. Don't worry, I'm only at a 53% chance to dodge. I understand why it wouldn't proc there. Oh, well, you know, what happens, you can only complain if you get hit again. All right, fair enough then. Fair. Hey, completely fair and valid of you to say, honestly. I didn't think that it was gonna work out that way, because it never does. Except for this one time. So what are we looking for here? Anything that's better dodge. Crit rate damage down, but bullet pierce, I think we have to go for. Oh, God, I can't. I possibly could, but no. Nah, it's gone now, luckily, because I was too tempted. Combine these, buy this, roll, and we're looking for damage up, even at the cost of attack speed. Even if I have to throw away my humanity for it. Unfortunately, we're still at negative 10% damage, but he got the goated as hell weapon, which should just mean I win. God damn, look at that thing. Not to mention, he's on positive damage because every time we open up a chest, he scales his own damage, therefore we're going crazy. I hope you started your save on Mobile Balatro because it's crazy how much I missed the unlockable card like Blueprint and Invincible. I have started my save. I have not played it, but I do own the game now, and my plan is just to unlock everything on my 14-hour flight. That's my plan. Well, as much as I can. Can I have one complaint about Balatro? One minor complaint, okay? I love the game with all of my heart, and I think it is one of the best roguelikes to come out in recent memory. Almost by far. By the way, we will not be buying perfume on this run, even though it seems like a good idea. We're not tanky enough, and we're trying to dodge hits, not get hit, and minimize the damage from those hits. But my one complaint... It's wave 6, we can't buy it, right? We're going into wave 6, we can't buy it. Yeah. I was thinking about it though, I really wanted to. Minusing more attack speed seems like a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways. My one little itty bitty complaint, why do the challenges unlock nothing, even cosmetically? They added the new skins for cards with the crossover update. Why not just create it so I get more skins for my cards by beating challenges? Then it's a minor unlock that doesn't do anything for me, but I still feel accomplished for playing the challenge and unlocking something, which is all I really want from a challenge. I just want to feel as though it was a good time and I've earned my keep by doing it. Right now, the challenges just kind of feel a little bit underwhelming because what am I actually working towards aside from the pride and accomplishment? I hope the big update next year does that. Yeah, I mean, because ultimately I would still do the challenges regardless of that fact. But still, I think that there's other people out there who completely ignore it. There's one that I wouldn't do. I never did the Jokerless challenge because, be completely honest with me, it's not a fun challenge. And it's just kind of like such an RNG fest. Treasure detection +5, luck +3 when opening treasure chest. I think we should do it. Then brigade damage down, but we have the chance for rebound. I think rebound is worthwhile. And then we can scale down our luck a little bit just because of the fact that we're going to be paying for it itself with stuff like that.
They're here.
Our protagonist size is down. Luckily for us, it's looking pretty positive for a Percival run. In fact, we're even actually able to scale our HP for once. Now, our one guy throwing bombs does not feel good for us. I won't lie to you there. Bombs are really bad for him because we don't get that many coins off of him shooting bombs instead of shooting almost anything else. That part definitely sucks a smidge. Do you want to know what else sucks a smidge? The fact that I can't seem to get any of the magnets that pull anything in. Would really like that because our pickup range isn't that great. In fact, it's pretty bad considering how fast we kill the entire map. But still really nice overall. But the mod are crazy. I see one that adds 20 dex. I don't think I've looked at the mods at all. I might have already responded to that, but like, look, I'm in the moment. Damage minus 30%, but we can deal the damage to everybody at once. I think it's worthwhile because those other guys have already scaled their damage so high. So, because it's not brigade damage, right? Yeah, it's just range companion damage plus 3%. Now, I don't know where I'd be able to check that, if at all. It's seeming that I cannot, but size down, luck up. We are the tiniest little guy you've ever seen. Best of luck hitting the enemies. I can't even see me. I wouldn't want to be me neither. I wouldn't want to fight me neither. Sorry. Had to remember my Sam Raimi Spider-Man lines. Is it my favorite iteration of Spider-Man? I mean, for movies, I would say probably, even though 3's questionably good, pretty questionably good, very questionably. It's not great. It's got a lot of missteps. I don't think it's that bad. I won't lie. I think it does get a little over-exaggerated with, oh, it's so unwatchable. It's not unwatchable, okay? But compared to the other ones that came before it, it's the weakest one. It's got some cool ideas, though. I can recommend looking into some of them. They got some crazy stuff. A modded Balatro stream would go crazy once you're back from Japan because it would be a new experience for everyone, including the new model. Yeah, the new model's gonna go crazy. Every 3 seconds, tail damage equal to the protagonist's health. That does not help. Recovering 10 HP by opening a chest and you can't recover through other stuff is completely fine. Dumpling is crazy here because it caps our stats at not able to go lower. We just have rock bottom now. Rock bottom is a very good item. So guess what? So is this one. Now this is where it gets a little bit rough. Luckily we do have at least neutralized our attack speed. And then we can also just kind of save chests as a plus 10 HP sitting around the map. Like here, I run towards this chest and I open both. It was supposed to only be one. Opening both is actually a little bit scarier than I would have intended, but due to the sheer number of chests we're able to spawn and the fact that, oh my God, dear Lord, would you look at him go? You know, we've actually been missing out on a huge part of Percival, and I should be playing to my strengths there. I kind of forget every time that he buffs mounts because mounts normally kind of suck ass. With Percival specifically, mounts are, I wouldn't say S tier, but I'd definitely say A+ tier, which is still really good. We've got nothing there that's worthwhile. In the next battle, treasure detection up is very worthwhile though. Buying this one 100%. Companions no longer follow the protagonist. We don't want that one. Protagonists or companions don't attack. We definitely don't want that one. Buy both of those. Get this for a little bit higher dodge chance, putting us up to 63% on the dodge. I think we just go for any other. Ooh, no, I think we do this one. Yeah. Now we're looking pretty good. That should be some HP up. Why are you not giving me HP? It doesn't give HP. Greed exclusively gives damage-related stats. No wonder it didn't give me any HP. It literally cannot. Okay. Oh, thank God that dodged. If that did not dodge, we were in a lot of trouble. It was my own fault. I put myself in that position. Now we are back to full HP, and as long as I just play around where my chests are, we should be fine. One thing about Salted Slices that you'll come to learn is I never keep my eyes off the chest. And people say it's an issue. They say I come on a little bit too strong because of it. They say I can see exactly where you're staring, and I go, no, I'm wearing sunglasses. And they go, it doesn't help. Your face is 3 inches away. And I go, all right, well, you caught me there. Somehow you managed to figure me out. All right. Yeah, no, good run. Good Sir Percival run. Winning on Sir Percival inspires a lot of confidence in my soul. I'm not gonna lie to you, it does feel really good to close out a win on Sir Percival, especially because now we have scaled Sir Percival to be stronger in the future. Best viewers on, hey, Nightbot, kill him. Hammer, now. Yeah, very good run. Oh, we also did have universe coin there. I actually didn't even realize it. Fine, oh, never mind. Good job, Spoopy Joseph. Proud of you. Didn't know you had it in you like that. Didn't know you could just kill without feeling anything. Crazy feeling being able to cross off Sir Percival. I did not think this day would ever come. And now we may interact with our wheel. Oh, good, it crashed again. This wheel is so scuffed. It's so scuffed, man. It's fine. It's because I run it through OBS to get my rolls working, so that's probably why. 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 is the Capped Gallant. Now, Capped Gallant is not necessarily bad, but he can be scary. He is a thrive on wave 1, 2, or 3, or die forgotten by all around you. So I'm hoping we hit that thrive period, but I'm not exactly betting on it. So we walk down here and we just pick up all those kills with headbang. Then we just keep picking up as much as we can here. We want to get as much money as possible, almost through immediately by taking too much damage there. 60 gold isn't great. Bullet size down and projectiles up is not worthwhile to start with. We've learned this the hard way. Collision damage does not matter for us at all. Armor and treasure detection's okay. Upon killing a monster, we can heal. That's also very good because it allows us to just walk into enemies and out heal just by the idea that we are now killing with them. It's very, very good for this character and not that strong on most others just because what I've learned now is the companion themselves has to get the kill. I thought anybody could get the kill and it would work because of the way it worked on this character. Obviously, it's different for me because I am the one doing all of the killing on this guy. Nobody else helps me, much like in real life. Oh, please, dude, please. If we got the egg there, we would have been so set. When we get a crit, we can increase our stats. That's not, or sorry, we have a chance to get a coin. It's not bad, but it's not what we need right now. Brigade damage plus 5% is not what we need right now. I'm gonna roll one time to see if I'd be very sad. I'm not very sad. We do have range damage up to only 2, and our additional damage is at 200%. Gives us 27 damage shots without any form of piercing or penetration. That is a smidge scary. Took way too many hits there. Was not my intention. Okay. Get that kill there. Good. Now we just keep running around and healing back up, opening any chests we see along the way because we do have really good treasure find for this one level. Okay, spawn enemies on top of me if you must, I suppose. I don't remember consenting to that, but hey, everyone's got to try to kill me somehow. All right, now that we have both of these, we're completely fine. Because now we also get this one, and then we go 2, 3, boop. Okay, all we're looking for at this point, piercing, damage bouncing, bullets fracturing, anything that gives us a smidge more AoE, so we no longer have to feel bound down to the idea of killing one at a time like this. It does make it quite slow. Also, the double shot companion, who shoots whenever we shoot. We want 1 copy of him, because then we double our effective shots, and it should feel better. Not necessarily a one-run solved, you know, filed away Library of Alexandria style, but still, it's okay. Produce 1 heart every 5 seconds, not worthwhile for us. Damage up, also not worthwhile for us. This is very worthwhile for us. And I'm down to spend a bit on just paying for those to up our damage, because now we're up to 290% damage instead. We'll see if bullet fracturing is enough to make us feel better. It makes us feel better, yes. Is it enough to make us feel good, though? Please, 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 please. Okay. Let's lock in for a bit. Good. Play away from corners, because corners is where all enemies spawn. And as long as I don't get caught in an entire enemy spawn loop, we should be fine. And then we can pick up more of these. We're up to 5 on this. We're looking for a piercing, any kind of option like that from the devil shop that should spawn here, seeing as we are at +6 for these. Now that is speed down and stats up. Neither of those are helpful at all. Dodge down, deal damage. We can buy that one, but it's not great. For every 5 coins held during combat, brigade damage +1. It's not good either. It's just not good. We're gonna hold on to our 3 eggs here. We can't buy anything. We can buy something. That's huge. Attack speed is what we're looking for. Now we might actually be able to hurt people because we can keep shooting. Hurt people do hurt people, but the thing is, I'm trying to hurt people. Factor that one in, Poindexter. All right, dodge. Move to the side here. We're not dealing enough damage to one-shot. Not one-shotting little mobs. How's that make us feel? Bad. Very. It does negatively impact us in a very big way. Not even just mentally, but like it causes us to be further behind the curve than we were before. The farther behind we're falling like this, the weaker our run is overall. And we're just going to slowly bleed out until we can't afford anything at all. That's health and armor. That's neither of those are helpful. Reroll price down is actually worthwhile for us to buy because it's our only way to scale damage as we speak. We're up to 370% damage. Keep scaling as much as possible. It's not the best scaling in the world. It's still keeping us behind the curve. We have to create ourselves a little walkway here and then play away from the corners because corners is where they love to spawn enemies. Now, unfortunately, I had to walk into that corner. Fortunately, nothing spawned. It's looking really ass for us. Insanely so. Maybe I should have bought the thing that was more shots, but they're smaller because at least then we'd have something. I didn't realize that was going to be my only option for the entire run. I mean, in hindsight, yeah, it seems like a great pick up, but at the moment, I would say it felt really bad. Well, not really bad, but just like pretty underwhelming. Okay. Had to make sure we picked up the kill on him so that we can get up to 6, which should spawn us one, please. Oh, you fucker. 1, 2, 3. 1 heart every, no. Collision damage help, no. And then none of those help. Amazing. That's fantastic to see. No. Trust me, like it is actually really good. I'm very happy that's how that went. All right, move to the side. Shit, we're still in this. Not good. Really bad. Our damage is negative. We're not hurting anything. We might be able to get 1 kill this entire time. We did get 1 kill. Hey, look at that. Our speed is currently not ample enough to outspeed everything, but we're doing okay at just being able to not, well, okay. I was gonna say Nazi zombie style train, and then I was like, all right, people just call it COD zombies now. My fault. But this is where the COD zombies history comes in. Speed down, no. Speed up for them, no. We don't attack, no. For every 5 coins, deal more damage. I mean, we need something. I'm sorry that I doubted it before. Brigade damage plus 5%. I can get the same damage ups by doing this. Dodge and luck. Fucking sign me up, man. It's all we've got. Our damage is up to 480%, and yet even still, I think we are dealing 0. Okay. Knock him out. Woo. Somehow create a train here. Now, the issue is we're going up to wave 10. Wave 10 is the last wave of the game. We are doing nothing. This run is atrocious. We're only living because I'm able to outsmart them due to the fact that they are a machine created to lose, and I am a human being created to win. And that's not a great feeling to be at, especially because the machine created to lose is about to win. It's called giving them a little bit of false confidence, a little bit of false bravado, if you will. All right, barely able to live that entire time. 45 money is enough to do absolutely fucking nothing aside from cry and beg that they lower the prices for us. So in the meantime, we will just spam this because at least it gives us some kind of scaling. Save some more money. Hey, thanks for the advice. Not exactly helpful advice at the current juncture, but thank you for it nonetheless. Getting hurt here is a death knoll. That is a kiss of death for us because we need to kill to heal. The one thing that this build cannot do is kill anything. Actually, there's 2 things it can't do. The other one's win. Oh man, that was an atrocious run. I made it look like it could have been a heater though, huh? You gotta admit, at least for a little bit, it looked like it could have been something. Was it anything? No. Far, far, as humanly far away as possible from being something, as it could have been. But I almost made it seem like it could be something. That's fine, that's fine. Do you think Sisyphus ever felt sad pushing the rock up the hill? I'm asking because I feel like I'm a kindred spirit with him right now. I can really understand where he's coming from. All right, give me a refresh. This will be probably our last attempt for this stream. However we do on this run, whether this is a streak of 20, whether it's a streak of 0. This will probably be the last one for this stream. We are looking at, if that is a 10, I'm going to scream. Okay. 3. Our first time hitting 3 this entire challenge. That is Jade Cabbage. Now, Jade Cabbage is a bit of an interesting guy. He is all about buying the little cabbages from the store and praying that RNG is kind to you. Which might sound like, oh no, we're gonna lose. Just you wait, we can lose so much harder. Yeah, so every time, he's also kind of a protagonist character. You really just want to focus range damage on him because of the fact that every single time you buy a Jade Cabbage from the shop, you get another bullet shooting from your protagonist with no downside. By the way, there is a downside. By the way, I just thought I'd let you know there's absolutely a downside. The downside is you lose HP every single time you buy a cabbage, but like that only matters if you plan on losing, which I don't. Now, right now we have only bought one more. Uh-oh, our projectiles can't hit. That's fine, that's fine. That's why we're still okay with how much our cabbages are dealing right now. Hopefully. Dear Lord, please. Okay, they're not doing much for us, but imagine that they were doing us so much more, and then I could see like that. When they happen to run in a line that's good for us, it's awesome. When they happen to not, they are the worst companions in the entire game. But that's just kind of the variance of them. If we can buy one more, we're looking really good. Asking ye shall receive. Pretty good one to get. I can't tell what the weapon is on them right now because they're holding it away from me. I understand wanting to keep a secret. I've been there myself. We only have 15 HP, but whenever he gets a kill, there's a chance we get 2 HP because this is an upgraded companion. That is the other special thing about companion or about the cabbages. When they evolve, they become upgraded random level 2 companions in addition to becoming a big cabbage. And so now we've got a really strong big cabbage running around, and we have our level 2 companion. So, pretty strong character. Compared to what we just had on our last run as the samurai guy, way better. But that wasn't Cap Gallant's fault. We also just got really unlucky with our RNG. It's very possible to have insanely broken Cap Gallant runs. Don't believe me, we had one earlier this stream. Nerd. Why didn't you do it again? Okay, well, you know. Win some, you lose some, I suppose. One more of these is huge because now shop prices go down very hard. One more of those is also huge, and then more armor up because we need as much effective HP as possible to the fact that our actual HP is ever waning. Okay, attack speed up. Just kidding, I don't have the money. I don't want to do speed down. Let me resync my audio. How many times are you gonna have to do that? I don't know. However many times I feel. I'm in charge of my own destiny, I think. Okay. Roll here. Oh, those are the little cabbages still. Okay, okay. Sorry, I thought my big cabbage shrunk, and I was like, what happened to my man's? But yeah, so this is kind of the cabbage gameplay for Jade, is you're looking to try and get this number of shots. What makes it way better? Bullet rebounding, bullet piercing, and of course the smartphone bullet fracturing. Bullet fracturing is probably my favorite of the lot, but only because it creates risk of rain kill chains. And I don't know if anybody's aware of this. I kind of try to keep things on the down low. Wow, almost died there. Holy shit. Is our armor bad? No, our armor is pretty bad. It's only 3. Well, whatever. That merges them. We get a melee guy. Melee guy, not exactly what I'm looking for here, but we'll take it. Roll for a smartphone. Ask, and I believe that ye shall receive. So we can buy another one of them. Oh, if I could buy that sun bonnet, I'd feel so much better. If I could buy that jewelry bonnet, I'd feel so good. I have seen a certain spoiler regarding her. I don't think that that shit's real. There's no way it's real, but it might be. And if it is, maybe Oda's cooked. Maybe my man is just tired of writing One Piece. I'm not going to say anything about it because it is a very late into the show spoiler, and I don't think you should get an episode 1000 plus spoiler from watching somebody play Bizarre Brigade on twitch.tv or youtube.com. It's probably not what you're here for, so. Okay. What do we have here? Greed. Greed is always good. I love greed. That's amazing because we do need HP more than anything else. And then what else are we looking for? We don't have that high damage, so that would just be a minus income, but we can get this one again, and then we're good to move on. 282 means that everything's so cheap in the shop. Don't want any of those. Really want that one. Don't want any of those, though. Really want that one, and then size down, luck up, why not? Merge these guys into one, give our bullets a little bit of ricochet. We are up to high damage. Oh, because we got Empire off of fusing a second clown. Okay, yeah. Sorry, off of fusing a clown, because the other one that's giving us Empire is our Iron Swordsman. Our melee damage is at a +4, which is really nice. And, I mean, it's okay. I'm over-exaggerating for one reason. Our carry of this run is me, the cabbage. Our other guys are just kind of here along for the ride. And don't get me wrong, we're insanely happy to have them. I'm not regretting inviting them to my Bizarre Brigade-themed birthday party for even a second. But we could do with or without them. It's really just the Jade Cabbages giving us more projectiles that's carrying the entire run. Kind of look more like the Samurai than the Samurai does. The nice thing is we should be able to get enough companions for that one companion achievement here. Recover 10 health, but don't recover health any other way. I don't love that. I don't love that. Ooh, that was close. Almost had an embarrassing little voice crack there. Melee damage -3 is a questionable take. I'm taking it primarily because I want my bullets to pierce. It's actually as simple as that. Don't know, is it maybe that I can't get any more Jade Cabbages to spawn? Because I'm not seeing any spawning. Attack speed -25%. I think I will do that because it gives me another shot. Collision damage, but minus speed, we don't like. That one is not exactly one we love. The main reason that I decided to buy, what was it? The dodge and luck one, even though it's not really doing too much for us right now, is multifaceted. One side of it is in the future, what if we get a strawberry, a crisp, delicious, juicy strawberry, and then luck equals HP? We'll be really happy we have it. But even if we don't, I do have the drink that makes it so all drinks give attack speed. So dodge, luck, and attack speed for that price is simply 2 gold efficient to pass up, which is why that attack speed one's really good. It just turns your gold efficacy up really high. Now, be warned, it itself does not count as a drink, even though it comes in a can, much like me in middle school. So, all right, pretty good run. Yeah, this one should be a win. I mean, Jade Cabbage should be a good character, not gonna lie. They're no Percival for sure. Goodbye, Haunter. Rest in peace. We'll just roll this one. Buy another Jade Cabbage 100% of the time. Get some crit rate and bullet pierce. Save more money. That's actually a good idea. I shouldn't even roll there, because what if I just see a Jade Cabbage and get sad? Yeah, with our current range, 10 bullet pierce, I don't think we've got too much to worry about, so long as I don't get hit a single time, because we should also be very overcapped on crit rate. We're not even overcapped on crit rate. Okay, that's a little sad, because we have 2 of the Lotus items, which should make us insanely overcapped, because it's 40% for each one. That means if I get hit, which is pretty likely, I'm not exactly the best at dodging, especially when there's so many bullets on the screen. You can't expect my mind to stay that dialed in, okay? We're lucky I'm doing what I can right now. But as long as we don't get hit, we are unstoppable. Ooh, happy to get some more money at the end of that one, just like that. And there we go. Okay. Another devil shop. -20% damage, but +1 bullet pierce, and the crit rate goes up. Very good. Buying this one 100%. That one's kind of whatever. What else are we looking for? Minusing some damage, but getting more rebound. Getting the damage back. Cabbage is truly the GOAT. He's kind of amazing. I don't think there's much negative you can say about this character. Also, it lets you feel the joys of parenthood. Look at all of my little cabbages run around. I now understand the need to have a child. I will not act upon that need, but I understand it. Damn, our knockback is a little high. Okay, man. If we got hit there, my fault. I don't think the game knows what's going on. I don't think it can calculate if they're actually dead or not, which is fair, because look at the number of bullets. Oh, I did get hit there. So rip to a lot of... Very possible we die to something that I don't understand going on. I mean, look at where the damage numbers are at some points in time. There's no enemies there. There's ghosts. There's the thought of an enemy there, and yet still somehow the damage numbers are popping up. So very likely we do just kind of get a little bullshit upon. But look, when you fly this close to the sun, you got to be willing to accept whatever happens. Roll me another cabbage for me. I can't buy that other cabbage, much as I wish I could. Wow, our income is somehow still in the positive. Oh, well, we did just get a ton of income from getting this guy, which is really nice. All right. Ooh, a lot of crit down. A lot of crit down. Okay. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Guys, I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. Let's all just relax. My health is going a little bit lower than I would like it to. So I just think that maybe we should all relax. I'm trying to hit this guy because the clown just gives me my HP back. He's a silly little guy like that, just there to help out. And we love him for it. All right, that's a pretty good run. Now, was it the number of companions we needed? No, and that's crazy because I was buying cabbages whenever they showed up and I was rolling a decent amount too, and we had good econ. So I really don't know how I'm supposed to get enough companions unless this does count as enough companions, in which case I'm the best to ever do it. But I don't think that it will because I don't think evolved companions count as 3. If they do count as 3, we're completely fine. But since I'm pretty sure they don't, I don't think I'll ever unlock Periwinkle as a character. I'm just not a companion-based gamer. I get my number of companions I need, and I don't like wasting other ones because of the income downside. Because if we count this, right? Let's count the evolved ones as 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I should have more than enough. And I still don't have them unlocked. I have 15 companions, even though the companions I had were combinations of 3. This is why I despise this guy's unlock, because if you play well and roll for what you actually need, you get punished so hard for absolutely zero reason aside from, well, you played the game too well. Yeah, I played the game too well. I'm the best to ever do it. My fault for being born skilled. Okay, the app has crashed again. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have talked as though I was a big man. Roll me. If it's a 3, again, reroll. We'll remove it from the wheel. But what are the odds of giving a cabbage twice in a row when we hadn't even gotten him at all? 15 is... All right, looks like we got a streak on our hands. I don't believe I've ever lost a run on this character. Now, that was also true for Card King up until very recently. So... that part kind of is not the best, but still, it would be nice. Okay. So this character's whole gimmick, by the way, is every time we open up a chest, we permanently increase our HP. Well, that's part of their whole gimmick. The other part of their gimmick, which is why this character is very strong, is that chest-based companions, because there are companions that have a chest icon, also poison enemies upon dealing damage. Now, as you might be able to guess, doesn't that mean you just want to spam a bunch of chests on this character? And don't chests just give you money? Yeah, you might be seeing why this character is insanely strong. Range damage up, but damage down. This is worthwhile because of the bullet bounce. Bullet bounce causes more of our allies to keep poisoning. You can see there how the poison's working because he is a chest-based ally. That's why I decided to pick him up. And we can also start scaling his own damage personally up. Would love to get a little bit, better HP than what we're at right now. Also, I'd love to look around for another chest because my treasure find is really good. Okay, we do get one more chest. We should also look for recover HP through opening chests, plus 10 HP from opening a chest. When combat starts, scale all of our stats. Okay, we're gonna do that one, absolutely. Recover 10 HP upon opening a chest, cannot recover through HP recovery. That's completely fine because the oven mitt does not count as HP recovery. So we can stack oven mitt and chest, and now we have really good healing to our name. All that's left is to win the game. So, as you can see with the poison on this boss, we absolutely readily handle any bosses that come our way. And they're lucky they're coming our way, okay? But yeah, open one here, take some damage, and then just open this one, and then run through here, poison them all up, take them, open that for 10 more or for healing 10 while permanently scaling our max HP upwards. And you can start to see why Gluppy is just kind of turn off your brain and walk at the enemies. Love this guy for that. Now, can you turn off your brain too hard and fly a bit too close to the sun? How about we watch the run and figure that out? Upon opening a chest companions get +1 attack speed, very worthwhile. Range, damage up, and bullet bounce. Bullet bounce, yet again, very good because of the fact that it causes more poison to fly around. The more poison that flies around, the stronger our run is, because that's where our damage comes from. Our poison's damage, by the way, is just 10% of the monster's health is damage per second. It doesn't even matter what your attack percent is at. So you just keep buying anything that makes you able to bounce between more enemies and get poison up. Would the smartphone have been really good, Salted Slices? Yes, I think you probably could already guess. The smartphone would have been really good there. Okay, and I'm a little bit upset that I couldn't get it. This is why the curse of knowledge is mine and mine alone to bear. I understand now why that apple was very tempting. And you take a bite out of it. If they put it in front of me, I'd probably do the same thing, especially if it was a fall, freshly grown apple, but we've been over that one before. I do need to go. There's a farm nearby me, a like local farm that's got its pumpkin patch and everything. Dude, they make homemade in-house apple cider donuts. I gotta go get there, but well, I should be good once we come back too, because they're still open. Once we come back from Japan, they should still be open after that. But dude, I've been missing those. Holy shit. I mean, I guess technically they're open all year, but I'm not gonna show up in summer when no one else is there. And also, I don't even know if they sell their apple cider donuts during summer, because kind of feels, you know, what's the point? They're also where I go for my tree farm for Christmas time. Yeah, I know. Real trees are probably not that great. Sure. But also for me, an artificial tree doesn't work, because I live in an apartment with no storage space, so I'd have to rent out a storage unit for the entire year in order just to save the artificial tree that I would then have nowhere to place afterwards. And so I think I would way rather just have a real tree that I can get rid of without feeling any repercussions to myself because of it afterwards. And maybe that makes me non-based, but you know what? Sometimes you've got to be non-based to truly become based. You know who said that? Me right now. I don't think anybody else. I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to ever say that quote. Feels pretty good. All right, all we have to do, poison boss, run away. All right, boss is poison. See him in hell. It's crazy. This character is actually just you use a cancer gun. It's fucked up. You slowly poison them all and say, you ready? No, they aren't ready, man. Not at all. And yet it feels so good, bro. I mean, like, look at all the HP we're scaling here. I should absolutely also buy the key next time it shows up. I don't know why I've been ignoring it. It is the key that gives you treasure find and scales your luck whenever you open a treasure chest. We are opening up quite a lot of treasure chests, so pretty nice. And then our damage percentage is going crazy off our allies because of the number of treasure chests we're opening. Luck doesn't matter. Dealing our range damage to a target could be okay, but it doesn't really matter. Suctioning in everything whenever we take damage, I like a lot. Knocking back to get HP. Yeah, it's all right, but we don't really need it. Damage up, attack speed down. Neither of those matter for our brigade, because they scale that on their own. I don't need to worry about it at all. The chest companions are just so good. Sad there's seemingly no endless mode. It would be really fun to have an endless mode. I think it would kind of ruin the point economy, because there is a system in the, or sorry, there is a leaderboard to the game, which tells you what top percentage you're in. If you're wondering, my top score, the Salted Slice's top score, I am in the top 0% of players, which probably means, if I had to guess, I'm barely under the top 1%, because I don't think my run was that insane, but I did take some of the fusion guys, and a lot of people stay away from fusion guys because of the fact that they can be very scary to pick up at first. But once you understand, once you've done it a couple times, once it's no longer your first time, you'll be fine to start going for some of the good fusions. For example, this is one of the really bad fusions because she has a chance to kill you instantly every second. They really want me to take her though. We will take this one because more bullet pierce equals more of the effect being spread around. And Salted Slices does love spreading. I don't think we care about that one too much. We will buy this, combine them. Brigade damage up, speed down. I need my speed to stay positive, unfortunately, even though I normally really like that item. Just because it's nice to be able to run around to all of the different treasure chests. Armor up, luck down, fire bullets, yeah. We've got enough waves ahead of us that lowering the reroll price is still worthwhile, and then we will buy this other bonnet. But yeah, I believe I'm still top 0%. I can check. I should be though, because no offense to a lot of the gamers who play Zenless Zone Zero on the daily and grind out their achievements and all that kind of stuff. They're not the best at other games normally. I saw people posting that this game mode's too hard to complete the challenges for it. The challenges for the event only have you required to beat stage 3. If you're wondering, what I'm playing right now is stage 5. Stage 5 is the hardest difficulty. Beating stage 3 on one character, just lock in Gloppy. Do you see me struggling at all with this? Bro, look at my HP. I'm at 124 HP. Our money is so insanely in the positive. There's actually no downside to any of this. It's crazy how strong this guy is. Our damage is in the negatives, but does that even matter? No, we've already scaled past that negative damage with our actual guys. We get our crit rate up, and then it doesn't matter at all because we get unlimited money. And then we buy all of this, and oh my god, watch this shit. Watch these bullets now. It's so over. Once somebody gets this staff, look at all this shit, man. It just ping pongs between everybody. It's so nice. You don't have to think at all, which is precisely what I clock in every day to do. That's how I work my 9 to 5. Shouldn't have said that. Now I'm thinking about the fact that work is encroaching upon me tomorrow. Boy, oh boy, am I excited for the week ahead of me. What am I going to be doing? Moving clients to a new server, which will require me to reach out to them because they didn't want us to manage their DNSs, which is fine if you'd like to have your own personal private one, but it does mean that I'm gonna have to fucking call you and we're gonna have to be on call together, constantly talking, and it's perhaps the most obnoxious thing of all time because I have to walk a boomer through how to go on their GoDaddy account and change an A record or a C name. Either or, both are very easy if I was just in there, but unfortunately I'm not just in there, so I've got to, anyways, so that's kind of why I'm looking forward to my week to come. No. Buying a drink plus 1 HP, why not? Get another one of these guys, get another one of these, one of these. What's my income looking like? It's only 10, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, get more bounces going. I think it's because it takes so many hits for them to kill, because my damage is so negative, that they're able to just crit the hell out of the enemies and keep earning me infinite money. Is this worth it? Attack speed and speed up, but we do take constant DPS. I think that is worthwhile, just because of the fact that we will be healing that entirely back with coins and with chests. I mean, this is wave 10, man. At least after that, you go to the land of the sun. Very true, very true. It is ever encroaching, and it's kind of crazy how close it is. I gotta try and get contacts at some point, but I haven't been able to set up my eye doctor appointment yet because they're constantly booked up at the one place near me that does it and accepts my insurance, because I live in the United States of America, and I'll be fucked if I'm paying $500 to get my eyes checked. That's not the actual price, by the way, but, well, depending on where you go, it could be like $250 just to get your eyes checked and get your new prescription. That's not even counting if I wanted to order anything there, which is, you might say, insane. I say healthcare schmelthcare. Sounds like some liberal propaganda to me. Yeah, no, it sucks ass. It really does suck ass. It makes it so it's insanely inconvenient for me to be able to schedule anything, so. All right. That is a streak of 2. We out here, we streak it. So that will now be Gluppy crossed off. Unfortunately, even though it is a streak of 2, neither of the characters have been necessarily what I would describe as hard characters. They've just kind of been there. Now, if we get 3, it is a reroll, but what are the odds of that? 12. 12 has been showing up a lot today because 12 is Soulhound yet again. Soulhound constantly takes damage, yeah. Eye checking is free in Germany and getting a prescription is $25. Y'all got some crazy prices. Counterpoint, counterpoint, you're not the land of the free. I don't think you really thought about it that way. I'm part of the land of the free. What are you part of? I'm part of the home of the brave. Yeah, no, it sucks ass. It really does. It's actually atrocious. It's so inaccessible for people. It's kind of insane that this is just the system that we have landed upon, and we all just act like it's okay. It's really awesome. We all just kind of have to cosplay like nothing's wrong, while everything bubbles up under the surface and is insanely wrong. It's really cool. Everyone loves it, probably. I had to wait 6 months for my appointment and it was $50. Yeah, and that's with insurance, so good shit. Imagine if you didn't have insurance. Range damage up, bullet bounce. Bullet bounce, that's a bullet bounce. Get all of those, roll here. No, we will take this one because the increased treasure find of 40 in the next one should easily pay for itself, which is really nice because as long as I keep moving and actually finding the chests, which thus far I am. And then he can go crazy. Now his bullets I don't think can bounce because he's got the weird fire hydrant one. But if we look at how much money we're making off of this compared to how much I had to pay just to get the range damage up, the range damage was essentially free for me to open more chests, which is really nice. Now here, range damage up and headphones, both insane. Very happy to have either or. Neither of those. What else am I looking for here? Okay. 6 months is kind of crazy with private health insurance. It's because everybody has the same private health insurance. It's because it's, if you want me to really break it down, it's because they privatize it, but then they privatize it by area. So the reason that everybody's going to wait forever is because, yes, you pay for private healthcare, but you pay for private healthcare in an area where it's almost your only option is that healthcare. So it's not even really private healthcare. It is the healthcare that everybody else has due to the fact that it's all that was offered to them. So we're all just kind of acting like we're paying for private healthcare to get enhanced service, but we're really not, because we're still just using the exact same facilities, because it's not like just because you have private healthcare, there's going to be 30,000 more facilities popping up everywhere. So that's kind of what the real issue comes down to. Now, with that out of the way, we can go back to silly video games. So that's actually the real reason why private healthcare sucks ass, is because it's not even truly private, because there's not going to be enough places for everybody anyways. So we're just paying to have public healthcare that's worse. When I private healthcare once, it took 3 weeks max to get a meeting with any specialist. Just because you had the option to pay for that. We don't really have an option. That's just kind of the way it is. And we all just act like that's how it should be. And I was going to say it works out great. It doesn't really work out great, but we're here. I'm somehow still drawing breath, and I'll continue to do so for as long as I may. Now, I did minus my speed there, and that can be seen as a controversial pick. The primary reason in which I did so was, is multifaceted, because does speed actually give me anything? No. Oh, companions and monsters gain plus 30 speed. Yes. Yes, very much so. It does something. Wow, what's been giving me all the damage percent? Have I been buying a lot of damage? Damage plus 10, damage plus 10, damage plus 20. Okay, I've been buying a decent number of damage percentage. And then he's got the roses, which is really nice. The beautiful rose has thorns. Yeah, I've played Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5 Normal. Actually, Royal, I haven't played through all of it because Kazumi pissed me off. I did not like her as a character at all. I kind of always get the ick from senpai characters. The characters who constantly say senpai give me the ick. I don't know what it is. Just something about it. I think it's probably because I play in English. So it's really weird for them to be like, I was thinking after this we could go play darts. Senpai? And I'm like, what the fuck was that? Wait, go back. What did you just say to me? Brother, that was not the language any of us were speaking. What the hell was that? That was a crazy switch up out of nowhere. And it kind of just gives me anime club and middle school vibes. Which is perhaps the worst insult I can give it. I think we want both of these. We need to spawn more monsters, because the more monsters they have, the more HP we can gain. We also need to just up my max HP as much as possible and get more reflections going. Perfume would also go crazy, the perfume sensor. They always kick you out. Same with cat girls who actually meow. I prefer if a cat girl meows with meow in English than if they say meow, because it doesn't make as much sense in English, because that's not the meow sound that is associated with the language. So I understand, but I think localizers are too afraid to change it, because the second that they change the the cat girl saying meow to saying meow, you get 7,000 people on Twitter saying this is why we need death to all localizers and AI is the future. So unfortunately, they're really put into a lose-lose situation because of that. All right, roll these. We can just start popping up as much of this as we can. Crit rate, but damage down, but bullets pierce. I think that's really worthwhile. Getting the minus attack percentage isn't as bad when we consider the fact that it's not actually minusing that much. And then we will re-roll one more time. This is our final roll here. We are going armor, and then what is this one? Attack speed, but collision damage down. That should be perfectly fine. Our collision damage is just zeroed out anyways. Okay, you should just get decimated by the fact that we have the rose petals on you. The rose petals give us so much money, too. Him getting a fast attacking weapon is what you want, by the way. Like I said, different characters can roll different weapons. Him rolling rose petals means he attacks so insanely quick compared to other characters at less damage, but the less damage is actually an upside because we want him hitting as much as possible, not necessarily killing as quick as possible. This blade will kill, in many words. All right. Good shit. Yeah, no, run's looking really nice. Damage minus 20, but crit rate up. I think overcapping crit rate when we care about critting a lot is very worthwhile. And then every 5 coins held equals damage for Brigade up. Very good. Collision damage, but we're losing a lot of range damage. Not gonna happen. Getting more hearts, absolutely going to happen. Attack speed minus 25, but we shoot an extra projectile and we get more attack range. I think the attack range is what makes that worth it, not the rest of it. Collision damage plus 10, companions can block bullets. I think that's probably worthwhile to have. Most likely. And then we roll one more time, and we don't want to minus our range damage. We don't want to minus that. We roll one more time, and our damage is positive enough that that's worthwhile, but I think we'd rather just have him. No, we'd actually rather up our armor more than both, because we have been neglecting our armor, and since we burn ourselves every second we're alive, it's pretty important that we don't get hit by the enemies that hard. Otherwise, we lose way too much HP per second. And bleeding out too quickly, well, if it's the last thing that I'll do, I'll bring you down. I bleed out for you. Yeah, that's right. I'm familiar with Imagine Dragons. Dare I even say Imagine Dragon these nuts across your face. Thank you, thank you. Hey, what can I say? Peak comedy? Yeah, well. You know, we try to keep it highbrow around here. Yeah, no, run's looking great. This should be another win. We're on a 3 streak off of this if it is a win. I don't want to count it completely before it's done, though, because we still have some very large damage spikes ahead of us for the opponents. Minusing 20% damage will kill a bit of our income, but we still have positive income, so I think it's worthwhile. Buying another one of these seems very worthwhile. Upping the damage we're taking per second is perhaps the last thing I would like to do. Thank you very much for checking. For every 10 enemies defeated, the protagonist recovers 1 HP. What do I have? I have a lot of Pierce. How many smartphones am I at? If I have 0 smartphones, we're not doing it. Okay, 0 smartphones? Am I reading this correct? How have I gone this long without finding one? 0 smartphones means we can't do it. I don't think we have the damage we'd need, even though it would be really nice to get all that extra HP. Damage minus 20% does mean we will lose out, and also we already have really nice bullet piercing, and the crit rate does nothing for us now. That one's very worthwhile. That one's pretty good. Armor minus 3, income up, and treasure detection up, I also think is worthwhile. I think we're just getting some pretty good... Oh, bad order. Ooh, that was not great. It's okay, but it definitely was not ideal for us. What else should we be looking for right around now? Probably heal 10 HP whenever you open a chest, because that does still work with this character. Why? I don't know. I bet Hoyo doesn't know either, and I bet if you told them, they'd say, oh, we should fix that. So let's not, let's just act like that's completely intended. I'm just kidding. I don't think, if they ever balance patch this game, that would be crazy. I just don't see it happening personally. Because it's already out, what's the point in balance patching it at this point? Sure, there are certain builds that are too strong, but that's what happens in any roguelike. And Isaac, if you get C-section, your build's too strong. What are they gonna do, remove it from the game? I shouldn't give them ideas. They've done it before. Well, they haven't removed items, but they might as well have. All right, buy that one. We're still only on wave 8. We probably buy this also. Buy this one. Get more attack speed for everything we buy. Whenever we attack, deal a decent amount of damage to nearby enemies, I think is worth it. Buying that one just for more HP, more luck, more all of that, and then we will do this again because our attack range is still in the positive, so it does seem worth it. And then we can just do this. Dude, there's something so satisfying in my brain about ping-ponging around all of my allies, even if it's not optimal because they only shoot when they're within a certain distance of you, and constantly ping-ponging them can cause them to stay out of that distance and thus you be worse off because of it. I still just think it's so fun. Also, pretty good amount of money so far, I would say. Our econ is looking great, looking far better than any portfolio you will see on r/Wall Street Bets. Why do they always catch strays? It's very obvious. Go to the subreddit. The other one that I think I should throw more strays towards, because it'll randomly pop up with like, here's my financial advice. It's reddit.com/r/fluent in finance. Those motherfuckers are illiterate in finance. Anytime anything happens, they're like, yeah, this will tank the economy. Then it proceeds to not tank the economy because of course it wouldn't. That's not how something would happen overnight. What are you actually insane? Don't answer that. We already know the answer is yes. We can minus crit here because there's no reason not to. We're probably overcapped on crit or on fire rate, which we are. Range damage up, sure. Health up, sure. Monkey. We'll buy him. Roll me again. Okay, that's probably all of the allies we're gonna get from this shop. Yeah, it looks like it. Range damage up, treasure detection up. Didn't even mean to buy whatever that drink was, but you know what? It's on me. Buy all of these. Then we can roll again. Buy another ally here. And amen, brother. How's our income is somehow still positive? Everything's somehow still positive. I'm gonna say that this one's pretty in the bag. I'm at 265 HP. And 9 armor. Okay, the 9 armor is actually not that good. We're normally far higher than that by this point in the game. But still, this 265 HP does kind of secure, at the very least, going for another rank. If I somehow managed to throw this one, it would only be because I would have taken the one who fuses into something. See, but this is what I'm talking about, right? The reason I hate Periwinkle's unlock is I need to have 15 companions. Let's count the number of companions I have at the end of this run, keeping in mind that each blue companion is 3 companions because I had to buy 3 companions to get them, okay? That's what we'll do. We'll just count it and have a good time counting it that way and see what happens from there. Because I think you'll see my issue with their unlock condition.
Victory.
Their unlock is so stupid. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16 companions. I bought 16 companions that run. Have 15 companions unlocked. No. It's so aggravatingly dumb of an unlock just because if you play optimally and fuse your guys, you will never unlock him. You have to purposefully play suboptimally. Who the hell was I just playing? Oh, I was playing Soulhound. That's right. Sorry, I totally forgot. It was just a run that was kind of running itself. It was sprinting on its own. The game was rigged from the start. It truly was. And that's what hurts the most. All right, let's see who we get next. Streak of 3. Going pretty hard right now. 10. God gives his toughest tasks to his strongest warriors. Let me ask you a question, chat. Who's the one companion I have complained about non-stop? Who's the one that I've said to me is the biggest hump in the entire game due to the fact that luck-based dodging is insanely inconsistent, and it doesn't matter if I'm at 90% dodge, they will get hit. The Streak Killer, they have come here to execute me. This is Jason Voorhees standing in the doorway with an axe, man. There's no shot. Yeah, a little horror reference. Yeah, that's right. Mainly because I was looking at a black cat and a witch, so I was really thinking horror stuff. Okay, cool. First time getting hit. We do indeed get hit. Love to see that. We really were hoping to get a singular dodge so we could get some chest detection up, but that's fine. Pickup range up. We can't do that off rip. That's too suicidal. We can't take any of these off rip. They also all suck. Now we can at least have somebody who scales some damage as we roll shop, and we can get our dodge up. So we do at least get some benefit from rolling shop, which does feel not good, but it feels acceptable. Here we can get either armor or healing. I think that armor is not the choice, healing is. I was gonna say armor is the better option. Upon reevaluating it, what does armor matter if I still get hit anyways? If I get hit, I need something to minify the damage it does, because I'm in theory not going to get hit at all due to the fact that my luck is oh so superior, and there's no shot that my dodges fail me. So when you consider that it's impossible for me to get hit because my dodge is so good, okay, I've been hit, then it makes more sense for me to play around the idea of minifying any damage that could happen if we miss that dodge rather than the other way around. Now, that's very good for us, definitely. We will do one roll here. Crit. I don't think it's worth it. I would love for it to be worth it. I don't think that it is. Dodge and luck, very good. Insanely so. No. Roll me again. Here's what we look for here. I don't think we can take the range damage. What we are currently looking for is that works. That's okay. It's not fantastic, but it does make it so since we won't be able to kill the boss on this level, we're not going to lose out too much. Now, why do I say since as though it is a foregone conclusion? I haven't really got too much good damage. We didn't roll enough there. I forgot we had the rolling companion, my fault. But we're still able to make up a lot of money because we have very good luck. And now for this wave alone, a one-time deal of having very good, a lot of things. Hold on, let me live. Okay. 152, and we got one of these. Great to see this one. Gotta roll. We can't keep rolling past them. So what are we looking for here? Very good. Not good enough because we would die. Why is my armor -3? Because of the fact that I simply, because of the fact that I have bouncy rabbit ears, which gives me 20% dodge, but we have very negative on our luck. So now we go 1, buy hat, buy drink, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is our maximum we could roll up money to. We don't want to go income down because we already basically have that. We will do one final roll just to scale them harder. And now we can keep getting all of our stats up due to our other stuff. Now, we are taking 17% more damage, but we have an 81% chance to dodge. So if I lose the run off of an 81% chance to dodge, honestly, it wasn't in the cards from the start. That is... If we lose off that, I was not built to play this character, and I just have to accept that for who I am. See, I have already gotten hit once. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're able to get over here, and we're able to get some more money. Oh, okay. Attractive Witch is exactly what we're looking for here. We need to get our collision damage into the positive as soon as possible. Now, the reason it's what we're looking for is because there is actually a special passive with this character that's normally very, very ignorable. But in this one particular instance, it is not that ignorable. And it is the fact that companion damage plus 100%. Why is, if my collision damage is plus 10, why am I at -2? How bad have I been sacking my collision? Collision -1 I've taken twice. Wait, why is my collision so low? Did somebody else give me minus collision? Hello? Collision damage plus 10. No, it's not. What? It's only at -2, and I've taken 2 things that minus it, and I've also got somebody who should be giving me collision damage for owning him. Anyways, either way, this little guy here is my hero because he makes short work of enemies. Look at him go. This little pink eraser, he looks like that for a reason. He is here to erase the enemies and make me feel far more secure in my body. He's a true ally, what can I say? Through and through, he is our hero. Now we can knock this guy up here because we've scaled his damage so high. He is the better one, the one who has like the little club, or like, it almost looks like one of those stick grenades from World War II. Ooh, I'm saying as though you were all there. I'm sure you all remember. Who could forget? Range damage down, no. Brigade range damage up and more enemies. The more enemies is scary, but I still think worthwhile. Drink spawn rate up and drinks give better stats. Okay, that's the end of us rolling that. Collision damage plus 4 is very worthwhile, expressly because of our little pink eraser. Watch him do his work here. Whenever you feel like it. Hey, you just take your time, man. No, get back over there, man. I need you. I need you. Okay, our armor is still at -2. So I very much need to play safe, and like I have -2 in my armor stat. Good dodges. Really good dodges. I've got to keep moving. Sharks don't look back, so why should you? Sharks might want to consider looking back. This shit's scary. We do get a couple more coins there. Okay. Not great money. Our econ is struggling heavily, so then why did you buy something that you probably shouldn't have? You know, do as I say, not as I do, and that will be my mantra till the day I die. We could really use, at this point, since my speed's -25, minus speed equals armor, a little neck brace here could go a long way. Now, as long as I keep playing with the idea that I can't get hit, we'll be completely safe. Unfortunately, gods can bleed, as we are slowly learning every single day. Okay. Luckily, when I dodge, there's a chance I heal. and I should exclusively dodge, seeing as it's the entire point of my character and my build. However, when I don't dodge, damn, they make that shit hurt. Okay, hit them all up there. Yikes, yikes. Probably shouldn't have been in that center there, but I needed as much money as possible, otherwise what was the point? For every coins held, get more damage. I don't think that that's what we're looking for here. Double roll this. You are a harlot. A wolf in sheep's clothing is all you are. We are at 90 out of 90 dodge already, but I still think it's worthwhile to pick this one up just implicitly. Protagonist -2 armor upon picking up a heart companion's range up. I have never wanted something less. So thank you so much for the opportunity. We do need to get our econ positive, and now we have a second little guy. With 2 little guys who've got the extra bonuses from the character we're playing, we're looking a lot more positive. We also now actually have armor, so instead of taking extra damage, we are receiving less. Should be good, but damn is it still scary. Percival, I mean this in the nicest way I possibly can mean this towards anybody. I detest the ground that you walk upon. The very sight of you is enough to turn a fantastic day into one of the worst I've ever had. So thank you so much for being there for me. I wish that you wouldn't be. Okay.
Survive.
Oh, good shit, good shit, good shit. Locking in, man, it's very scary. When standing, deal collision damage up, I don't think we can take. Now, this one is deal damage equal to luck when we pick up coins. Dodge rate -5, but every 3 seconds. You had me saying no at dodge rate -5. I think we just take greed, even though there's not that many more waves for it. It's still free stats, and that's good enough for me. That is +1 HP from buying that. That is +1 HP from buying that. And then roll one more time and see what we can get. Health recovery up. I don't care about health recovery, but getting more from that also seems very good.
Here.
We're going to have a very scary time against the final boss, lest we can find maybe a strawberry. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't think it's worth me worrying about the final boss yet. We're going to have a very scary time this wave. And that might be what kills us, is this very wave. Okay, a lot of enemies there. Just gonna pray that somehow my RNG works out in my favor. Collision damage might be going through the roof, but that doesn't matter if we can't hit. If I can get neck brace, I feel very strong because we heal when we dodge, potentially. Which, don't know if you're aware, we are dodging a lot, currently. However, the very sad part about this character is my frail mortality hangs overhead every single second. Any second I could fail a luck check and I'm dead. And so I've just got to hedge my bets as much as I possibly can to not fail a luck check. Please, please, man. Anything at all. Collision up, speed down. It's not worthwhile, and yet at the same time, it's all I can see. It's definitely not worth it to buy this, and yet I have to buy it because of the fact that it has a higher chance for us to heal off of dodging. We are now at 3 of those with 30% chance to recover 5 HP upon dodging. So long as we don't just completely get nuked in one singular hit, we should be fine. So I've just got to keep him somewhat away. Okay, we've been hit once. Keep knocking him away. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Just keep them all away as much as you can. We've dodged 3 times in a row and didn't get a single heal. Amazing. Thank you so much for the healing. You don't understand how much that meant to me. Okay. Now, don't think we're out of the woods yet just because he's dead. It's very possible for us to lose at any point in time. That's kind of the cool thing about how I've constructed this run, is that at any moment, any conceivable time you think that I'm safe, I can fail a luck check and die. This is true gambling, baby. I am playing Russian roulette every half a second. Every millisecond, there is the potentiality of me getting completely dumpstered. And yet somehow, through some miracle on ice, we have killed a run with Percival. Percival is arguably the largest hump. However, there is one other. There exists one more. That one more is if we get baggy, I'm fucked. I'm completely fucked if we get baggy. But we just have to think that we can't get baggy. One, a Mr. Work run, huh? Mr. Work. Okay, we can do that. But first, let me cross off so that we have our list here. Okay. Okay, sorry, I minimized the screen. You won't be able to see it. I clicked the wrong button. I'm a little bit shaky after being able to actually win on the most cursed character of all time. So, Mr. Work, what does he do? Like, what does he do well? Nothing. In fact, our one win that we had on him earlier was complete stroke of luck that we were able to out-tank everything in the game. So now, let's just do that again. Let's just simply get that lucky even one more time. Okay, okay. I'm feeling pretty good, though. We gotta, so, important notes. Obviously, there are a few. Get as many eggs as you can. Eggs lead to very good things going forward. Whenever the store is refreshed, we get money. I think you do both of these, because then we can scale up our money a bit. We take him, because now we have a little bit of healing. Can't buy the chicken nugget much as we wish we could. Damage up, but attack speed down. It's an interesting choice. I don't think it's the one we're going for. We're already up to 3 companions, which can be very scary in terms of our econ game. Just because, like, brother, look at it. We're losing 15 gold at the end of this no matter what we do, and we didn't really buy anything that will help us gain more gold than that. Also, this guy's damage sucks ass because he has a fucking fire extinguisher. They let him onto the field with a fire extinguisher and said go hog wild. Unfortunately, he is not going hog wild. But now we're good here. It does get our HP up higher. We got 2 for a devil deal. We do get a devil deal here. Neither of those we have to roll. Is that greed? Greed puts us in a very positive position. Speed up, melee damage up, but range damage down. We only have 1 range damage dealer right now, so I don't mind that. Then we go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still not enough to buy that, which sucks, just a little bit short. Armor up and dodge and luck up. Okay, okay. Very nice start, especially considering what we currently have going. These guys should deal really good damage because they've been scaling through rerolls. Okay, really good is apparently an overstatement. They should deal respectable enough damage that we might be able to notice it, but we don't notice it very well. Like to augment my statement to pick the facts here, aka lie. Very lucky that we were able to pick up that kill there. Very, very lucky. Does set us up way nicer for the shop here. Scale our HP whenever we can, and then we can combine these guys. Attack speed, but take 1 damage per second, I don't think is in the cards. Minusing melee damage, but adding bullet piercing crit. Again, I don't think it's worthwhile. Buying both of these, absolutely worthwhile. Attack speed, collision, armor down. No thanks. I have to reject your offer. But I can do this one. We will buy him. Roll 1 more time. Okay, nothing. If you're wondering, by the way, why we're able to roll so much, the cat little burglar guy does give us money back on rolling. So that's why we are rolling as much as we can. Also, he scales his own damage with rolling, which is why I do the final roll, even though it doesn't get us money. It gets him more damage, and you might as well when you can. Now, we do need to get our armor positive because the one downside to running this little bandit, this little guy who loves his money-grubbing self, is that, dear Lord, we're fucked. He gives us minus, I believe, 3 armor, which is very bad. We take him, we roll. We take him. What was this one? Range damage up? Sure, we'll get our range damage back. 5, 6, 7, 8. No money up, but we were still able to do all of our free rolls there. I mean, I guess marginal money up, but not enough to buy anything. It does still, yet again, scale his damage, which is nice because he's our tier 2. He is our carry by all means. Also, we have 3 wool mittens, which means very likely we recover HP. I believe the way that these chances work is not similar to Brotato. In Brotato, the chances are instanced to be let's say you have a 15% chance, then a 15% chance, that would in Brotato calculate as a 30% chance. In this game, it is 2 independent rolls of 15, which is why we were able to dodge so many times and not get any of our heals to pop off in that end of that last run that looked a little bit scary. Sure. Why not? We'll take him. He can be pretty good. When combat starts, yeah, we get greed. Absolutely, we get greed. If one greed's good, more is better. Upon opening a chest, we're not really huge on that one right now. Ooh, get everybody to follow a bit closer, and then we can also just keep rolling here. We are now up to being able to go 11, I believe. Yeah, 11's exactly where we cap out. Okay.
They're here.
And now they're all stronger. This guy might be able to go crazy. I don't know. We just happened to get a random weapon guy, so we'll see what he does. Wow, he sucks. Wait, he's really, really bad. Okay, well, we learned our lesson. Don't ever buy him. Okay. The 3 allies that I lost in order to gain him were not at all worth losing because holy shit, does he do nothing. Look at his damage. Let's compare real quick. Well, okay, my damage percentage isn't that good. It's only good on the one guy because of the fact that he got all of his scale from rolling. So I won't completely judge him. I'm just saying that he's looking highly replaceable as of right now. Then we will get more range damage here, even though we don't really need the range. It's nice to have, especially because it does give us treasure find for the next one. Why are you buying even more range damage if you were just saying you don't need range damage? I have goals that not many would understand, especially not myself. I've got no clue is what I'm saying. All right, dodge and luck. Now we have an inflatable hammer, which is awesome. Usopp fans going crazy over that one. Yeah, our damage is at 45%, so he shouldn't feel bad, but he just doesn't feel good either. Granted, look, he looks funny, so I'll give him that. That was part of the reason we wanted to pick him up anyways, is because I saw the flipping through weapons and I went, you know what, how bad could he be? The answer, very, but you never know that until you try it. I think the first guy who tried, I don't know, I was trying to think of something that would obviously be horrible, but people still eat. And my first answer that came to mind was black licorice, but that could very much just be a personal thing. I've heard once you get accustomed to the flavor, it tastes amazing, but that's what people say about coffee too. And it's like, why would I, no offense, why would I care? Why would I want to put in the effort to acquire a taste for something that by default tastes like shit? It doesn't seem worthwhile at all. Collision, speed and melee damage but minus range. I think that's so worthwhile for us. Armor, and then we can roll one more time. Peace Water and showing up on the final roll are actually a match made in heaven. Those fuckers love doing that.
They're here.
It is quite simply their favorite thing to do. This is actually looking really solid. I did not think that it would go this well. Also, inflatable hammer sucks ass. It is purely a knockback weapon, I'm noticing. And what do I think about knockback? I think it's awesome if I want my teammates to try and kill me. But if I wanted that, I'd just queue up for a League of Legends ranked game. So, I've already got my means and methods for that to happen. Okay. Looking good though. Pretty scaled here. I mean, we're taking a smidge of damage, but just because of how much we can heal from sheer coins, it's not that scary to run into the middle of 30 enemies. Which I think might come back to bite me, but I'm just gonna act like it could never.
Wow, this is epic.
Just give me something. Just, no. We're just doing this? All right, fine, that's cool. Quill, I guess that. Then roll one more time, because they still scale, I believe. Yeah, this companion's damage plus 15%. Dude, look how much the one with the bus stop sign has been carrying. Even Misprint guy. We'll see how much he can do. Because I'm going to guess the answer's not much. In fact, I'll even play around him. Let's play around him instead. Okay, he just feels so much worse. When I hit this guy, I notice it. He clears a path. People remember his name. When I hit the Misprint guy, he does absolutely nothing. Same with the inflatable hammer. I try my hardest to make the inflatable hammer work. That is a very low roll of a high tier, in theory, weapon. But on the bright side, our income's not too fucked up. That's gotta be worth something. Also, I should consider range damage isn't completely worthless because our character can still attack. I keep forgetting that part of it. for some reason. Yeah, really good money gaining though, honestly. This is around the money we'd get on a really good robot run. Well, I gotta go. Good luck. See ya. Don't worry. This is the run. I can feel it. This is the magical run. Actually, I might just put a pin in this one because I didn't think that the run would go this hard. I really thought I would die way before this one, and I do need to go to bed. So this might be the last run, but yeah, no, thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed Bizarre Brigade. I had to remember the name of it because I was gonna call it Zenless Zone Zero, and I was like, well, that's not really fair to the Bizarre Brigade I'm playing. All right, so in here, wave 10 should be quite doable. It looks quite doable. From the outside looking in, it's insanely doable. Yeah, no, we win wave 10 here. And then I might just put a pin in it because holy shit, we have a streak of 5. A 5 streak is crazy. That's actually headway. Meaningful and decent headway. I'm not saying it's the run because we still haven't done Baggy, and Baggy is very easy to die on wave 3 with. But it's possibly the run. Baggy, I don't know what we're looking for. If we need probably you get armor based out. You need neck brace very early, and the best way to get it early would be going for a guarantee or going for an altar. But there's no real good way to guarantee an altar on him because you don't get to choose or your allies are shooting it. So it does create a little bit of an issue and or dilemma for you. Well, there's another victory. Another #1 victory royale. That shit goes crazy. Yeah, our one guy carried so hard. The one that we fused 3-4 did absolutely nothing, all things considered, which is really sad considering I fused away 3 guys who were actually okay. That is a streak of 5, and Mr. Work also crossed off. I'm gonna save a variant of this so I can come back to it in the future. And then I'm probably going to end there, and we can keep it going on day 3 because I'm a little tired guy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me enhance myself in front of our current defeated board. Feel like the Jeb Bush meme where he's standing in front with his arms spread out. I say meme, that was actually part of his presidential campaign, which is arguably even sadder. And I think I will go to bed off of that one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. We'll be back with more of it. Maybe tomorrow, probably not tomorrow. I don't know. I am really enjoying doing the challenge. And I think that if I'm enjoying it, I should definitely keep playing, you know? Because you're not always going to enjoy everything as much as I'm currently enjoying this one. So I'll see you guys then.